Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Walnut Creek Crawdads pregame show. I'm your host, Justin DeHaas, alongside me, my co host, Kobe Siegel. And today we have a matchup between the South Bay Storm and the Walnut Creek Crawdads here at Monte Vista High School. First pitch should be around 4 p.m., and this is just a one game set.
It is.
It's not like a series like it was against the Crabs, where I don't know if you guys heard or not, but the Crawdads took care of the Crabs, swept them in a two-game series, a dramatic two-game series at that. Tuesday's game, or it was Wednesday's game. Wednesday's game was
Yes.
against the Crabs, and all of a sudden Brian Duroff and Cole Fellows go off in the seventh inning, come back from a four-run deficit. Thursday's game, similar situation, down 4 runs. This time, ninth inning, and instead, this time it's Max Farfan, and we got Ryan Ellis who hit the walk-off to give the Crawdads the 6-5 victory. And so it's been some exciting games for the Crawdads so far, at least this week. And for so far this season, the Crawdads are 10-3-1. So it's been a successful season so far. I wish I could tell you the record of the South Bay Storm, but I can't because it is difficult to find information on them. Our Carson Mercier talked to one of the players for the South Bay Storm about, I would say, 20 minutes ago, and what he reported to us was that they don't have a coach.
Yes.
They don't have like a roster per se.
They are not on.
They're not like an official team.
They're not on the internet. And let me tell you, as someone who frequents the internet, it is very hard to not be on the internet. I mean,
Yeah.
someone scrubbed them from the internet.
Like we've ran into situations in the past where we've looked up like starting pitchers, say for like the Admirals or something, and couldn't find much on them. We just can't find anything on the whole team. So I regret to inform you that this pregame show is not going to be talking. We do have a lineup for them, though, but it's not going to be as much about their team as a whole. But their lineup, they have Sancho Llamas at third, Jaden Bitter at short, Jacob Schleselman at center, Dominic DeFeo at second, Max Matitucci at DH, Jordan Renteria at first, Calvin Nguyen at catcher, Joshua Garcia in left, and Trent Barnwell hitting ninth in right field with pitcher Joshua Farner. And so, I mean, I did a little bit of research on the team. Like we said, it was limited. There wasn't too much to find. But when I was looking here, looked up Farner, found his Twitter account. A lot of the information I've found has been on Twitter accounts. So this kid was a left-handed pitcher for the Soquel Knights, and his graduation year from high school was 2023. So he's coming out of high school, and smart kid, GPA 4.2.
Nice.
But that's honestly the only information I've got on him. Another kid that I found information via Twitter was Jaden Bitter. He goes to Mission College. He's got a 4.0 GPA, true freshman. He runs a 6.71 in the 60-yard dash, which I guess is baseball's version of the 40-yard dash.
Yes.
And so 98 exit velo, 6'1", 175, and he's got his phone number on there too. So if you want to contact him, go ahead.
You don't dox him, but
So I mean, honestly, not too much. The leadoff hitter, Sancho Llamas. I actually found some stats on this kid. So he's hitting leadoff. He goes to Occidental College, which is in Southern California. In 16 games, he has a 256 average with 1 home run, 5 RBI, 8 runs, and a stolen base.
Nice.
But, I mean, beside that, Jacob Schleselman at Mission College. I almost said Michigan, but I'm thinking of you, Kobe, but it's Mission College, which is a JUCO in the area. And in 10 games, he's got a 400 average with a home run, 5 RBI, 6 runs. So not a huge sample size, but hey, I mean, 400 average in 10 games, that's a hot start. But yeah, that's really all I found. Is there anything that you found when we were researching this team?
Well, I found last year they were 14-13 in the Golden State Collegiate Baseball League last year. So, I have reason to believe that league is now defunct.
Yeah.
It does not exist anymore. Unfortunately, it was also the same league as the Sacramento Heat, who the Crawdads will face, believe, on Sunday.
Mhm.
So we might be facing a similar situation uh, uh, to today. But yeah, I mean, as glorified live at bats as Carson described it, clearly the South Bay Storm needed someone to play, and it's not really an organized team. I don't know how good they're going to be. I
Mhm.
don't know. I don't know if I expect them to be better than the Humboldt Crabs
Mhm.
or the West Coast Kings or other teams we've played recently.
Yeah,
But
Humble was very
yeah,
competitive, as
Humboldt
we all
was
know.
very good. But this is a chance for the Crawdads to maybe get some guys some innings or some ABs that maybe haven't gotten.
Sure.
That maybe haven't gotten that many ABs like Emmett Finney, Owen Firestone's in, John Gazdar, who I think we should talk about him.
We definitely should.
He is
So
here today.
he
According to
is
sources, he came up and he was here before Coach Brant coming. So he
very
is the
impressive.
true first guy in, last guy out guy. Can you tell me a little bit about John Gazdar?
Yeah, for sure. So it's not just John Gassart. Nick Proctor is also here too. He's a relief pitcher from South Carolina. He's been with the Santa Barbara Foresters in years past, and he's just got a lot of good stats. You will not see him today. He is not scheduled to come out of the pen, but who you will see is John Gassar hitting leadoff at second base, and he's got some good stats at Austin P. He in 214 at bats, he has a 308 average, and look, he was at Chabot College before that, and there's a lot of hype around this kid. Was in the Northwoods League last year, and now he's coming to the Crawdads, and you look at it, 3 home runs with 28 RBI. So maybe like not a ton of power, but again, the 308 average will play, especially for your leadoff hitter. That's exactly what you want. So I think with 4 stolen bases too, so a little bit of speed, but again, like I said, the 308 average will certainly play, and it's gonna be fun to watch this kid. We haven't seen him yet. We've heard a lot about him, and look, he's given Ryan Ellis another day off because Ryan Ellis took the day off 2 days ago.
He did.
Then obviously he hit the walk-off bomb yesterday, and now he's back on the bench today. A much-needed break after that walk-off bomb. But yeah, no, it should be really fun to see what John Gassar could do. Do you want to say anything about him?
Yeah. So if you thought Ryan Ellis smiles a lot, John Gazdar will potentially smile more. So he's playing second base. So from what I can tell from his college stats, in about 250 plate appearances, he has 20 strikeouts and 28 walks. So he's walks more than he strikes out, which is great. Clearly he has great bat to ball skills, but he's not going to walk a whole ton. But he's also not going to strike out a lot. So I mean, clearly great contact skills, a double machine. He had 24 doubles at Austin P this year. And, I mean, sources say he is excited to play baseball. He's like a little kid how much he loves baseball. I believe, Justin, he'll probably be one of our favorite players
Yeah,
by the end of today.
Yeah, he was very outgoing. I just walked up to him and he was like, "Hi, I'm John," and I'm like, "Oh, hi, I'm Justin," and he did that with everyone that he interacted with. He's just very happy to be here. And I think one more thing I want to say about Gazdar is that he's like the perfect Cam Calvillo replacement, right? Like we knew he was going to come to the team before Calvillo got injured, but now that Calvillo is injured and it sounds like he's going to be out for a few weeks, we don't know exactly how long, but he's not necessarily coming back soon per se. So to have a guy like Gazdar, you've already got guys like Ellis, you've got Griffin Harrison, you've got Matt King, you got Max Farfan. Like these are all guys that could play anywhere from second to third, right?
100%.
They could play. So you've got so many options now, and I think that's a perfect segue into our lineup. So like we said, Gazdar in the Keystone spot, batting leadoff. You've got Brian Duroff hitting second, Ryan Brome hitting third, Matt King four, Joey Donnelly, Tyson Pointer, Max Farfan, Owen Firestone, which he made his debut with. Well, he actually pitched a couple days ago, and then he made his debut catching like during the weekend against the Kings, I believe. And so he's going to be behind the plate. And you've got Emmett Finney in the 9 spot. at first base. And so when you look at this Crawdads lineup, obviously Gazdar catches your eye. We talked a little bit about him. Besides John, who else? Who else are you looking at to be noteworthy today?
Well, I think when we look at the outfield, we see two names that are usually in the lineup that are not there today. Casey Cummings, the usual center fielder, he is now playing. Cole Fellows, who has played center field in Casey Cummings' place, is not playing. So we got Ryan Brome roaming out in center field
That's
now.
a first this season.
Yeah, I believe it is first. So I'm excited to see him out there, give him a chance to to play center. I mean, I'm excited to see Owen Firestone again. Yeah, and Owen Firestone. These catchers. We have some fantastic catchers at the Crawdads. Nico, Gilliam, and Owen Firestone. All of them can hit. We've seen flashes from each of them on their defensive prowess too. So I'm really excited to see these rotating backs out of catchers who are all really good. So that's exciting. I mean, they don't have to, like, they're not going to get worn out. They can all get their plate appearances. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that it was Gilliam and Button, and they would just play every other day. Now they could play, one out of every 3 days with Firestone mixed in. And the other thing too is Firestone might not get as much run at the catcher spot because he got some run in the bullpen pitching. We'll see if that ends up becoming anything. I think Brome being in center is fascinating because I was talking to him. He was like, when I asked him to describe himself and his position, he's like, "Oh yeah, I play first and I play corner outfield." Well, now he's playing center field, a lot more range that he's got to cover. I want to see how he does there defensively. Donnelly is also another first baseman, corner outfielder. So you've got like 3 first basemen in this lineup with Finney, Donnelly, and Brome. A lot of power with those guys, and it's going to be fascinating to see how they do defensively out there. And then just real quick with the pitching, we've got E.J. McGrew on the mound, and then some guys that are going to be coming out of the pen, Cody Perry, Jackson Howell, Nate Nordell, and Ryan Delaney. So any final thoughts that you have, whether it's just the pitching or just anything relative to this game?
Not really. I mean, I think with the pitchers today, pitchers like Jackson Howell, Ryan Delaney, and Cody Perry, who have struck a little bit, I think this is a chance to maybe get their confidence up.
Yeah, exactly. I think, you had Spolero and you had Mickey Thompson, 2 guys that you consider to be some of your better starters, go against the Crabs. Maybe that's Brant saying, okay, Crabs will be tough for competition. Let's throw those guys out. I'm not saying he's taking it easy against the South Bay Storm, but, he's throwing some other guys out there to give him some run, and we'll see how it goes. But it is 3:55. That means we have to sign off here. So for my co-host, Kobe Siegel, I'm Justin DeHaas. Thank you for listening to the Walnut Creek Crawdads pregame show. Join us in 5 minutes or so to listen to Austin Oda and Carson Mercier chop it up on the broadcast at 4 o'clock. Thank you very much.
It has been 10 days since the Walnut Creek Crawdads have lost a baseball game on a Sunday afternoon against the Sonoma Stompers, and they'll look to ride that undefeated streak into the weekend. Welcome into Monte Vista High School. My name is Austin Oda, joined alongside me, Carson Mercier, for another edition of Crawdads Baseball here against the South Bay Storm. Now, there isn't much we can find on the South Bay Storm, I'm going to level with you. It's a team wearing blue. It's a team from the South Bay, and that's about all we know. We were given a lineup by one of their players. He said, we don't have a coach. At one point, we heard, who needs a coach? And that's where we're at today.
Should be interesting, to say the least. A couple of different jerseys for the South Bay Storm.
I didn't even realize that part.
Some guys wearing the black, some guys wearing the blue. Bold, for sure. No home field. But today, they're here, so should be a fun day of baseball.
And that's all that matters. The leadoff hitter, Sancho Iyama, steps into the box. EJ McGrew is ready for his first pitch of the ball game. The left-handed pitcher steps onto the third base side of the slab, and we are underway from Monte Vista High School. McGrew's first pitch is a fastball just below the outer edge, and that's how this game gets started. 4:02 first pitch, game time temperature 72 degrees. Your game time and temperature. Oh, we have it, but I don't have it up. That's my bad. We're 0 for 1 to start.
It's brutal already. Dropping the ball.
You usually have it on yours, so I wasn't ready, but that's my bad. The 1-0. Fastball off the outside, 2-0. Your first pitch time and temperature is brought to you by Meadowlark Dairy, trying to hang on to that old town feel, old town vibe since the early 1900s. 72 degrees here from Monte Vista. McGrew's 2-0 pitch is a fastball fouled off to the right. The count goes to 2-1.
Yeah, talking with the South Bay Storm, a couple of their players before the game, they pretty much said that these are glorified live at-bats.
Sometimes that makes it more fun, though. We'll see. The 2-1. Yamas takes a changeup off the outside, 3-1. Yamas, this last season at Occidental College, home of former Crawdad Devin Susky, hit .256 with a home run, 5 runs batted in. He's ahead in the count, 3-1. McGrew delivers. Fastball up and away, ball 4.
Yeah, that's a bad start. Not how you want to get going here to start the day. The pitching staff has been pretty good in the past couple of days for the Crawdads. The walk hasn't been the issue. There's been a lot of contact being made. But you know that stat I said about first or leadoff walks, 90% coming to score? They didn't the last time I brought that up.
Which means that the next 9 times they have to. Here's Jaden Bitter. First pitch, changeup at the knees called strike 1. Bitter looked like he was going to start swinging, but ended up pulling back. Didn't matter. Bitter, we saw him play last season for the West Coast Kings in a game that the Crawdads won 27-4.
Wow.
The 0-1. Fastball low, a ball and a strike.
27 runs. Fun day?
It was the only game of baseball that Alana and I didn't broadcast last year. It was so much fun. Yamas gets a good lead off first, the 1-1. Fly ball right side, that'll get foul.
Nice little bounce back here by McGrew. 0-2 the count, or excuse me, 1-2 the count.
And there's a scoreboard now.
And there is a scoreboard.
So you have no excuse.
I do not.
A ball and 2 strikes to the second place hitter, Jaden Bitter, who's at shortstop today. McGrew looks to first. Now kicks the right leg and comes home. Bitter takes a curveball off the outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Everything's been away here for McGrew to start. Slider away, fastballs away, changeups away. Look to see him make the adjustment. It could be hard trying to throw it at a right-handed batter, but that might be the adjustment he needs to make.
2-2 curveball inside, flipped foul. We'll do 2-2 again.
And that's a little bit better right there. It caught pretty much the middle of the plate, but a good 2-2 pitch nonetheless.
Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. McGrew looks to first, and the 2-2. Changeup off the outside, 3-2.
Again, everything being pushed out that way. With a lefty, I'm not exactly sure what the fix is. It's release point for sure. He's got the 3/4 arm angle.
Pickoff move back in at first is Sancho Yamas. What I've heard was the issue with McGrew this last year at Willamette is he opens his front foot early sometimes when he's coming to the plate. That was a mechanical fix he's tried to make coming into this summer. It's worked so far. He's been really good. The 3-2. High fly ball right side in foul territory. Brian Duroff, the right fielder, sprinting towards the line, but it'll drop just about a foot in front of him towards the Crawdads bullpen. We'll do 3-2 again.
Yeah, you know, sometimes when a pitcher is missing on the outer half a lot, they could be pulling that front shoulder to their right or left. With a lefty, it's going to be that front right shoulder. They're pulling it out towards the third base dugout, and it pulls your head, and the pitches are going to shoot out to the outer half, and I think that might be what's happening today.
3-2, fastball, high ball 4. 2 straight walks for EJ. Crawdads defense from left to right in the outfield. Joey Donnelly, Ryan Brome, Brian Duroff. Ryan Brome making his first start in center field for the Crawdads. Max Farfan, Matt King on the left side of the infield. John Gazdar, welcome to the Crawdads. He's at second base with Emmett Finney at first and Owen Firestone behind the plate. My scorebook says Emmett Finney, not his name. First pitch to the third place hitter is flipped foul off to the right. This is Jacob Schlesselman out of Mission.
I wonder what he would think of Emmett
Finney.
Finney.
If his last name was like Finity, it would make more sense. I think I was rushing the scorebook today a little bit.
3:45 ran up on us quick.
0-1 is down low, ball and a strike. Schlesselman had a good year this last year at Mission. 400 average, a home run, 5 runs batted in, and limited plate appearances. Runners on first and second, no outs, no score. Here in the top of the first. Middle infield double play depth. The 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. John Gazdar on a backhand, snags it, flips to King for one, bare hand feet, throws to first in time to double off Schlesselman. What a play by the Crawdads middle infield.
Sometimes it's a little less routine than others. This one, a tough play for the new Crawdad. John Gazdar going up the middle. Flip, the bare hand snag by Matt King at second to get the out there, and a strong throw to first. That is a beautiful double play.
We heard John Gazdar can pick it, and we just saw it there. First pitch change up to Dom DeFeo is swung on and missed 0-1. That was pretty.
That was very special.
That was fun. That was a fun watch. McGrew's 0-1 is hit high but foul off to the right. The rest of the lineup for South Bay Storm after Dom DeFeo, it's Max Mattiucci, the DH, Jordan Renteria, the first baseman, Calvin Nguyen, the catcher, hit 7th, with Josh Garcia, the left fielder, hitting 8th, and Trent Barnwell hitting 9th. All of a sudden, McGrew just an out away, a strike away from getting out of this inning unscathed. The 0-2. High fly ball, deep right center. Going back is Ryan Brome. He will not get it. Takes one hop up against the wall. Around first, heading for second, DeFeo, as coming home to score is Sancho Llamas, and he's into second standing with an RBI double.
It's a nice piece of hitting there. Fastball from the left side, tailing to the outer corner. Taking it that way. It's a really nice swing and an early lead for the South Bay Storm.
Here's Max Mattiucci. No stats, really nothing we could find about him. Left-handed batter. McGrew's first pitch is a changeup at the knees called strike 1. A run home here in the top of the first. Crawdads are no stranger to deficits. The 0-1. Curveball tapped out in front of the plate. Out to get it is the catcher Firestone. Calls off his pitcher, slings it over to first, and Finney sticks the foot on the first base bag for out number 3. A run comes home to score on a hit, a pair of walks, but a tremendous double play by Gazdar and King. And we'll see John Gazdar when we come back. The bottom of the first inning here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Bottom half of the first inning from Monte Vista High School. The left-handed pitcher on the bump is Joshua Farner. No stats, no nothing on Farner. So the Crawdads come to bat. The lineup for Walnut Creek, John Gazdar, welcome to the Crawdads in the leadoff spot. The right fielder, Brian Duroff, hits second, with Ryan Brome hitting third and playing center field. Matt King, Matty Ice, hits cleanup. Joey Donnelly, the Moon Man, hits fifth. Tyson Pointer, the DH today, hits sixth. With Max Farfan, he's been swinging a hot stick. He hits seventh. Owen Firestone hitting eighth, and Emmett Finney hitting ninth. John Gazdar steps into the right-handed batter's box. Bat held high over his head. First pitch is off the outside. A slow fastball.
Yeah, it is definitely not 90 miles an hour. It's on the slower end of pitches we've seen this year.
1-1. Gazdar reaches out to a fastball. Was way out in front.
But hey,
that says something.
Hey, if you can hit your spots, if you can work effectively, then you never know.
A ball and a strike to Gazdar, coming off a tremendous season at Austin P. 24 doubles. The 1-1. Gazdar swings through a changeup, 1-2.
That's exactly what I'm saying. If you can effectively play a good off-speed pitch off of your fastball, then it's really not a big deal. It is a big deal, but not as big of a deal as it may seem.
1-2. Gazdar fouls it off to the right. He'll stay alive. A ball and 2 strikes. John Gazdar, elite human being.
I'll say, I am extremely excited to watch this kid play baseball for the rest of the summer. He is quite the character, quite a good kid.
The 1-2. High pop-up on the infield. Josh Farner off the mound, looks to go get it. The pitcher will make the play. Goes into a little hop to get it, but he makes the play for out number 1.
Hey, result-based business. Any way possible. If an out's recorded, then you're happy.
That'll bring up Brian Duroff. This has a similar feel to the game that the Crawdads won 27-4 last summer.
And
they're not even in the lead yet.
No. It's been one at bat.
Here's Brian Duroff. The lefty delivers. First pitch, Duroff takes a curveball up high. 1-0.
That looks pretty good.
It looked almost harder than the fastball.
It had some movement. Late break.
I will say I've never seen the Crawdads this up in the box. The 1-0. Line drive left field. That's a base hit in front of Josh Garcia as he gets to it towards the line. Duroff takes a small turnaround first, but he'll stick there. The first hit of the day for Walnut Creek comes off the bat of Brian Duroff.
Brian Duroff continues to stay hot now. 7 for 19 in CCL non-league appearances, above 350. Seeing the ball, it's a beach ball to him right now, and he's swinging on a hot bat.
Here's Ryan Brome, 289 average on the summer, 3 home runs, 15 batted in. Another just great summer for Ryan Brome. A little more power from him this summer. Lefty-lefty, the first pitch to Brome is line foul. Back to the left. Crawdads today are going to have to provide the power.
And I think these guys can.
Yeah.
Judging by what we've seen all summer.
Just a miraculous come-from-behind victory last night. Down 5-1 going into the 9th. Pickoff move. Duroff is back in well ahead of the throw.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking before the season had started, Austin. There's not a lot of home runs hit here at Monte Vista High School.
1-1. Brome takes off the outside, and now it's 1-1. I was waving hi to Dylan McShane. My focus was not on Ryan Brome.
Well, I just wrote 2 balls in my scorebook, so because I thought I was messing it up.
Okay, a ball, a strike, and out. Number 11 at the plate. 1 run home on a hit for the Crawdads. This is a runner on. This is the most ones in baseball history. The 1-1 is off the outside and low, 2-1.
I don't have to adjust the scorebook now. That's nice.
That was on purpose. You talked about seeing the future last night.
I did.
I just saw that 1-1 miss, and that's why I called it 2-1.
I've never really predicted many things. Sports betting doesn't go my way.
No.
But last night was a good one.
2-1. Brome lines it into right field. That's a base hit in front of Trent Barnwell. Around second is Duroff, but he'll stick right there as the throw comes into the cutoff man, Dominic DeFeo. And the Crawdads have runners on first and second with just 1 out.
That's a barrel right there. You had that nice loud sound, some good wood off the bat of Ryan Brome. When he gets going, it's really fun. And he's not going to strike out a lot, he said this year, or this summer. The strikeouts might be a little up, but so will the power numbers, and we've certainly seen that. But we're also seeing a lot of really good swings as of late.
Here's Matt King, 391 average, a home run, 10 runs batted in. First pitch to him is a curveball down and away, 1-0.
Another guy that's been a lot of fun to watch.
1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Gazdar, the only man to get out this inning, popped up to the pitcher, Joshua Farner. 1-0. Down low, good block by Calvin Nguyen. The defense for the South Bay Storm, from left to right in the outfield, Josh Garcia, Jacob Schlesselman, and Trent Barnwell, with Sancho Llamas, the third baseman, next to Jaden Bitter, the shortstop, Dom DeFeo at second base, Jordan Renteria is at first, and Calvin Nguyen is behind the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Well ahead in the count is Matt King, the shortstop today, who turned a terrific double play in the first. 2-0. King swings through a changeup, 2-1.
Another good changeup, and this one starts at the knees, drops below the zone. We've seen that a few times. He's thrown a few pitches that have hit the dirt, skipped in. I think that might, there's a potential that that's on purpose, going down there, trying to get ground balls. If you're not throwing hard, a good way to get outs is the ground ball.
The look to second, now back to the plate, and Farner will look back to second, spin around over his right shoulder, but no throw. 1-0 Storm here in the bottom of the first. 2 hits for the Dads, 1 for Storm. The 2-1. At the base of the strike zone, called strike 2, dropped by Nguyen. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Matt King at the plate with the Moon Man, Joey Donnelly on deck.
The Moon Man has a nice ring to it.
Thank you.
Don't know who came up with that.
Me.
But I was going to say they deserve props, but you don't deserve props.
Sure I do.
Just for
Well, I gave him the Moon Man nickname last year after he hit a ball in Lincoln. That was to the moon as the 2-2. He is lined to left field, hit hard, but right at Joshua Garcia, who sticks the right arm out and makes the catch for out number 2.
That is a line out. That was hit hard.
Yeah.
A little unlucky.
So I gave him the Moon Man nickname in Lincoln. He hit a ball about 300 feet high. That was a home run. And he had gone back-to-back days with home run. He was one of the best hitters in the league. And then he just stopped hitting last summer.
You know what? He
So
heard the Moon Man and
Yeah.
didn't love the Moon Man.
This is the return of the Moon Man, though. He's been great this summer. 286 average, a pair of home runs, 6 runs batted in. Batting from the left side against the lefty, Farner. First pitch is a curveball off the inside and high, a ball and no strikes. Runners on first and second for the Crawdads here in the bottom of the first. Farner looks to second and looks again. And the 1-0. Donnelly hits it high and deep to left field. Going back is Joshua Garcia. It is off the top of the wall on a hop. Garcia's up with it. Brome is going to be waved around third. The throw goes into the shortstop hitter. He fires to the plate. Brome is in safely ahead of the throw. A 2 RBI, 2-out double for Joey Donnelly, and the Crawdads take a 2-1 lead.
I think I've said it probably 20 times this summer, but I absolutely love when a lefty goes to the opposite field just like that. The line drive, missed a home run by what? A foot? 2 feet? Such a good swing from Donnelly. And how about Ryan Brome? Showing off the wheels. He's got him.
That's a center fielder right there. Here's Tyson Pointer, 205 average, but he's starting to swing it better. 2 home runs, 10 runs batted in. This is a get-right game for Tyson. First pitch. Fastball off the outside, a ball and no strikes. Called by the home plate umpire, Ron McGath. Paul Remedios on the base paths. 2-1 Dads, 3 hits in the bottom of the first inning. Still 2 outs. The 1-0. Pointer grounds it to the left side, but foul.
He's been hitting the ball a little bit harder as of late, too. Beginning of the season, striking out a lot, but as the days go by, we start to see more hard contact off the bat of Tyson Pointer. I think that's what we were expecting from him. I think that's what he was expecting from himself. Requested a walk-up song change, try to change the juju.
Him and Emmett Finney.
Hey,
Two guys that need it.
if it's not working, it's not working. You got to switch it up.
1-1. Pointer bounces it foul off the catcher. 1-2.
Yeah, that'll shake you up.
I could never catch because of that. There's always that play.
I remember it happened. Getting your bell rung is you hear it a lot in football. Oh, it happens to catchers too, and it'll hang around for half an inning.
Really?
There's some bad ones.
Really?
Yeah.
A ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs to Tyson Pointer, a runner on second. 2-1 Crawdads. Farner comes to the plate with the 1-2. Pointer grounds it off himself, foul.
See Tyson Pointer sit back here. Stop trying to pull. Pull is his approach. But with 2 strikes, use the whole field. There's a lot of room in right center field in that gap, so use that whole field.
A lot of space in the outfield. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Tyson Pointer. Here's the pitch. Ball down low, 2-2. Deuces are wild here in the bottom of the first. Crawdads lead by 1. Always, always, always room to grow. We saw the most ones in a count. Here's 22 with a 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2 runs home in the inning. Runner on second, 2-2. Pointer strikes out swinging. Got the fastball past him off the outside, and the Crawdads are down in the first. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. A runner left on base. We'll head to the top of the second in a 2-1 ball game. Top of the second inning here from Monte Vista High School. Austin Oda, Carson Mercier on the call. EJ McGrew back out for his second inning of work. First pitch to Jordan Renteria is a fastball swung on and missed on the inside. Renteria, 167 average this year at City College of San Francisco. Two to 1 game after 1. McGrew's 0-1 is a fastball on the outside. Good spot from EJ. 0-2.
I'll tell you, after that bottom half of the first inning, E.J. McGrew's fastball looks like it's 97 miles an hour.
It is it's a big difference. It's a big, big step up. The 0-2 from McGrew is up high, a ball and 2 strikes. In a game like this, where we talk about it, we know a team without a coach, a team that didn't have lineup cards, it's going to be a little less quality. What are you looking for the Crawdads? Tell me, after the 1-2 from McGrew, is a slider down low, 2-2.
Just competitive at-bats. Just hit the ball hard. Don't walk people. I'd say that's the biggest thing.
I think throwing strikes is the name of the game today.
Competing in the zone.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball by him. McGrew's first strikeout of the day comes for the first out of the second.
Yeah, just like that. Fill up the zone. Let's see if they can hit and compete like that.
Here's Calvin Nguyen, the catcher. 318 average, 3 home runs, 10 RBI this last year at Ohlone. First pitch off the outside and way up high. Firestone snags it. 1-0.
If you thought it was Calvin,
No,
you were
it's not
mistaken.
Calvin. It's Calvin. Caovinh.
Some good names on the field today.
The 1-0. Fly to the right side, foul. A ball on a strike. Yeah, I like Dominic DeFeo,
That's a solid
Jacob Schlesselman, Schlesselman,
Schlesselman.
a name that we're both having a little trouble with. Sancho Llamas.
I don't hate Jaden Bitter. Like,
Yeah.
that's a solid name.
The 1-1 is a fastball just a little high. 2-1.
I will say, I think John Gazdar has my new favorite name in the CCL.
I agree.
It's definitely up there.
2-1. Fastball low, 3-1. John Gazdar is up there with like best names I've ever heard.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And it fits him so well.
Hawk Hill. I was thinking about this.
Hawk
Hawk
Hill
Hill
is
is
a good one.
a solid name.
Hawk Hill's a local kid. The 3-1. Fastball low. Third walk for EJ. Few too many. That'll bring up the 8th hitter, Joshua Garcia. So Calvin Nguyen is on first. 2-1 Crawdads.
Such a beautiful day. Not cold like yesterday. Yesterday was fairly chilly.
It'll get chilly. Here's the first pitch to Garcia, the left-handed hitter. Takes off the outside, 1-0. McGrew is having trouble with the spots today.
Yeah, and you just got to keep fighting through it. These are good games to struggle. You can try and find try and get right.
The 1-0. Fastball outside corner. Good job breaking it back in by Firestone. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Fastball outside edge, 1-2.
Nice adjustment from that first inning when he was missing up and away to lefties, up and in to lefties, up and away to righties. He's kind of starting to find that outer half a little bit to the lefty.
McGrew looks to first and the 1-2. Curveball line to the left side. It will drop foul. Farfan gave it a look and a chase, but it was well foul. Max Farfan has been great recently. Huge day yesterday. 2 home runs. Game-tying home run in the 9th.
Yeah, he's been fun.
Far fun.
Far fun.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Good slider for McGrew. Just fell off the outside. Second strikeout, both coming this inning.
He did a good job in that at bat, painting on the outer half with the fastball, then gotten a pitcher's friendly count, and went to that slider. It's tough to lay off for a lefty, and that's a good swing and a miss for his second strikeout of the day.
Here's Trent Barnwell with a bright yellow helmet. First pitch. Right down the middle for strike one. He looks like when Packers fans have the cheese heads. That's what he looks like.
I'm a Packers fan.
I know you are.
You're a Packers fan? Oh, wow.
The 0-1. Fastball swing and a miss. Good fastball from McGrew.
Jordan Love is the future. I think he's going to win an MVP in the next 2 seasons. He's got a good core of guys to work with.
McGrew's 0-2. Fastball struck him out swinging. EJ McGrew, he's the future. Led to the bottom of the second. Ryan Spolero will take the mic when we come back here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network.
Let's do it.
Bottom of the second inning, Max Farfan leads off for the Crawdads. Farfan's been swinging a hot bat recently. 156, his average is up about 60 points just from yesterday. A pair of home runs, 6 runs batted in. The lefty, Farner, for the first pitch of the second. And Farfan checks his swing, tapper to the right side off the first base slab to get it is Josh Renteria. Tosses to Farner covering for out number 1. Welcome, Ryan Spolera. Welcome back.
What's cracking?
What's your message to the fans right now?
Fans, if you are sitting on your couch watching this game, go grab a tall boy. They are perfect for baseball watching. That's what I got.
I agree.
They're awesome.
It's a good way to watch baseball.
Yeah. Well,
If you're 21 and above.
Yeah, that's a suggestion.
Here's Owen Firestone. Grounds the first pitch to the shortstop on 3 hops. Gets up on Jaden Bitter. You could say it ate him up.
He couldn't handle that
Bitter. Because he like bit it and it like ate him up. No? That was so bad.
Boom.
Let's call it a hit.
Yeah, let's call it a hit. That was a barrel.
Firestone hit it hard.
Yeah, I can hear it. I'm good.
Two first pitches, 2 first pitch swinging for the Crawdads. Here's Emmett Finney playing against his alma mater. Played for the South Bay Storm last year.
Ooh. For real.
First pitch, Finney takes way up high, ball 1.
Emmett Finney. What a guy. That's such a cool name.
Yeah.
Emmett Finney.
Yeah.
Like Phineas and Ferb. 104 days till summer vacation. We beat that calendar.
Pickoff move. Firestone's back in at first. That looked like not legal to me.
No, well, lefties can get away with it.
A
That's
lot,
why they're
yeah.
so funky, man. You got to give them a little bit of love, right?
Don't you ever wish you were a lefty?
100%, man.
The 1-0 is off
Throw-
the outside.
throw
2-0.
88 to 90 and, not have to worry about anything. Righty, you still throw 93, 94, and you still have to do everything else that a lefty can't. But they're funky, man, let me tell you.
Did you ever hit? How long did you hit for?
I hit till my junior year. I hit.
Finney hits this one high, but in the park to center field, Jacob Schlesselman is under it and makes the catch
Say
for out number 2.
Schlesselman?
Schlesselman.
Oh, okay.
So, sorry, you hit through when?
Is this Cody Perry?
No, this is John John.
Oh.
Looked a little like Cody for a second.
Oh, I haven't met this guy yet. He's new.
Oh, you haven't met John John?
No, I
He's a
haven't.
character. This guy just talks.
Really?
Oh my God. I'll tell you after this pitch. First pitch to John John. He flew out to the pitcher's first at bat. He hits it high to left field, but in the park.
Release.
Going back is Josh Garcia, right on the warning track, makes the catch for out number 3. I'll tell you about John John when we come back.
All right.
How does that sound?
Sounds good.
We'll step aside here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads Streaming Network.
All right, we're back. Top of the third inning. 2-1 ball game.
You're good at that.
EJ's back out there.
EJ is back.
You know what's crazy?
Tell
is that
me.
we have more people here than we did on Kids Day, and there's nobody on the other teams. Like there's one dad over there with some AirPods on.
First pitch from EJ is a fastball up and away. Do you mean more like fans?
Yeah, man.
I didn't realize how many fans had filtered in, actually.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty quiet at the start, but it's filled up a little bit.
Yeah. Brant got these little kids like baggy water dress shirts though. Those kids are loving it though. That one's eating some sort of food, I think. I don't know.
Sophie brought them snacks.
Okay.
The snacks are Oreos and a fruit punch, or a.
That's in
Oh my
play.
God, what are those called?
Pop-up to
Pop-up
Emmett.
first base side. Emmett Finney under makes the catch in foul territory. Capri Suns. Why couldn't I not think of what a Capri Sun
Capri
is?
Suns are fire.
Do you have a favorite Capri Sun flavor?
Strawberry kiwi is elite.
Okay.
It's so elite. I used to have those like every day with a Lunchable
Yeah.
in high school. I would show up
Through high school?
So in high school, I would show up with a Lunchable, and then at lunch, I'd go to like Little Caesars and have a large pizza for lunch because it was right by the school and it was like $6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was loving it. It was great.
That sounds
My
amazing.
high school setup was awesome.
Here's Jaden Bitter. First pitch to Bitter is hit high to left field and deep. Going back is Donnelly. In front of the warning track will make the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, lay low and have a real good time with Joey Donnelly.
Who on the Giants? There's someone on the Giants who has the same walk-up song as JD.
I'm not sure, but I'll
It's a
tell
good
you
one.
what, the Giants are unreal right now.
Are you a Giants fan?
I'm a huge Giants fan, and you could have told me they were doing this like 2 months ago, and I told you were so false.
Yeah. No, they've been good recently. Where are you from?
Fresno.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I got a lot of Dodger friends.
Yeah, of course. Jacob
Actually-
Schlesselman takes the first pitch, fouls it straight back off of our crowd mic. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
It's a
I was
horrible
wondering what
sound.
That was.
Do you know Isaac Aon?
I do. He went to my high school, and then he transferred out to a softer high school named
Really?
Buchanan High School.
01, swing and a miss. Where did you go to high school?
Central
You
High
should
School.
probably know all of this, but it's okay.
It's all right. It's not very known. Had a few big leaguers out of there. Tom Goodwin,
Okay.
first base coach for the Red Sox for a while.
02 is grounded to the first base side, but foul.
Marcus Walden, he played with the Red Sox for a little while. Got himself
Yeah.
a ring. I work out with him at
Nice.
home. Justin Miller was drafted out of there a few years ago. Davion Whittle. A lot of pitchers over there.
And next, Ryan Spolero, the 0-2. Line to third. Right there is Max Farfan on the
Ooh.
backhand. Snags it in
Quick
midair
inning for EJ.
for out number 3. He needed that.
He needed that one.
Led to the bottom of the third. Same score. This call to the bullpen, this is a new pitcher, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
last one was
okay.
30.
This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong life and character values in a fun and positive environment.
Can we just
I
talk
didn't?
about? Can we
What
just talk about how close he got to doing it right without reading it?
Where was I? Where was I off?
You were off at the bottom row.
Okay. But I give myself like an 8.
That was awesome.
Like an 8.5.
That was better than whatever I would have said.
And you would have been reading it.
Yeah.
I don't even know. We don't have a roster for these guys, so it's a little hard. I just know it's a new pitcher. Oh, this is Noah
Piona.
Piona.
Noah Piona.
Sure. Here's Brian DeRoff, another lefty for the South Bay Storm. 2-1, Crawdads lead. First pitch to DeRoff is at the knees, but dropped by the catcher, Calvin Nguyen. And I think it would have been called a strike if he had caught it.
Yeah, for sure. But, you know, they don't really have any coaches from what I've heard, so that's tough.
That's true. We should have sent, like, Rilo to go coach for them today.
Oh, for sure. Well, I love Rilo.
Yeah.
Rilo. Can't do that.
1-0 is
Just
on the
sent
outside,
Weekly
1-1.
over there.
Yeah, we could have sent Weekly.
Or
Austin.
Cole Fellows, or
Yeah, one of the guys that isn't playing
Or
today.
Sean
Get Fitzy over there.
Isaac.
Fitzy could tell them things they've never even heard before.
Get
The
his
1-1.
winner, Dave Van
up high.
Horn up in there. Shout out to the Giants for trading for Dalton Guthrie.
You know him?
No,
Okay.
but he's a AAA legend.
I'm sure he is.
They got him for cash, which
Uh-huh.
probably means $500K.
It's a very Farhan trade.
Yeah.
2-1. Droff taps it to the right side slowly. Tough play for Dom DeFeo, but he scoops it, throws to first on the run, and retires. Brian DeRoff, 4 out, number 1.
Yeah, Ryan Bromey. Legend Ryan Bromey.
I love Ryan Bro.
One of the many Ryans here.
6. Can you name them all? Off the top
Ryan
of your head.
Delaney,
Uh-huh.
myself,
Uh-huh.
Ryan Troy,
Uh-huh.
Bromey.
Uh-huh.
There's 6?
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
6. Oh, one hasn't arrived. That's
Ryan
also true.
Featherston.
Here's the first pitch to Ryan Brome. It's grounded up the middle on a hop. The pitcher snags it, will toss it over to first and retire Brome for out number 2.
Ryan Featherston.
That's 5. Hey, you're not allowed to look.
Hey, I'm looking
That's
at last
cheating.
names. Oh, Ryan Ellis.
Yeah.
I was his teammate. I should have known that.
Yeah. 1-3 on the putout.
Matt King.
We're at number
UTSA
2.
legend.
Here's Matt King. He is a UTSA legend. Have you seen his
Yeah.
numbers from this year?
Well, he lit me up when we played him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got a double and I struck him out one time,
So you're like even-ish.
I guess.
Matt King, 0 for 1 today. First pitch off the inside,
Shout
1-0.
out Ben Stiller.
We're back on this.
Ben Stiller, the legend. Night of the Museum. Dodgeball.
What's your favorite Ben Stiller movie?
Dodgeball. Favorite scenes when he goes to the chick's house trying to hit her up and she goes, "Who is it?" He goes, "It's White." I love that scene. It's White. Or when he's like pumping up the cup that he uses in his room. That was pretty cool as well.
2-0. Matt King smashes it right past Ryan
Rilo, you
Lovato at
flinched.
third.
What a softie.
I know. Rilo was all business yesterday, but he's that was not a good look for him.
Yeah. Shout out to Cole Fellows talking it up with some parents on the sidelines.
Yep. Good work by Cole.
The bullpen looks to be active.
I think Cody Perry,
Cody
is
Perry
ready.
is getting ready to go in.
Cody Perry, who really wants to hit.
I heard he's a two-way. That's why I thought he was up to hit.
2-1 is
Last
down low.
night.
3-1. He didn't hit all of the year at Trinity, but he was a 2A in high school. He calls himself a 2A.
I was a two-way in high school.
Were you
rigged
good?
In high school. I had 415 in high school. We could pull up those numbers right now.
3-1. Way up high, ball 4. Let's do it.
Not for my senior year. I didn't hit my senior year. I actually did the opposite. I tried to get out my senior year because I didn't want to hit. Fun fact.
Really? Why didn't you want to hit?
Because the year before I got hit in the wrist off of a pitch the day I got my COVID vaccine shot.
Shout out.
And, yeah, it took me
That's a
out for the
bad day for you.
year. Yeah. Which year was it? 2021.
Here's Joey Donnelly.
Yeah, the pitching numbers suck because I still wasn't a pitcher my junior year.
That's crazy. Did you
Yeah.
not pitch until college?
I didn't pitch until my senior year. My junior year, I pitched, but I just threw hard. I didn't know what I was doing.
Donnelly takes the first pitch up high.
Just lined up the gun, and then junior year, yeah, look at 416.
Ryan Spolero hit 416, no home runs.
No homers.
Not a big power guy.
No, I was just big hit leadoff and draw walks and stuff and all the fun gigs.
1-0. Donnelly takes way outside and low, gets past the catcher, but King is going to stay on first. 2-0. Your senior year numbers look like my senior year numbers.
Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure that's actually exactly the same as
There's
my
a
senior
fun
year.
story about my senior year, though.
I wanna hear it.
I was hitting. We were playing in this Easter Classic tournament, which is one of the biggest tournaments in California for high school. And we were playing this team that was just not good. I don't know how they got into the tournament. And I had to pitch that night, and I told my coach I just wanted to sit and just kind of relax. And so what he did was start me at second base. And so my first at bat, we were already up 5-0. And I go up, I say, "Hey, catch, how high do you think I can hit this pop-up?" And he goes, you can't physically just make yourself hit a pop-up here, right? And I hit it about 50 feet into the air to the pitcher, and I just sat and watched it from home plate, and I got taken out of the game.
Good work.
Yeah.
Donnelly
Joey
walks on 4
walks.
pitches. Here's Tyson Pointer.
That was electric.
Okay, so your senior year you hit
I hit
211
like
with
210,
a double and 6 RBI.
Yeah.
My senior year, I hit 243 with 2 doubles and 4 RBI.
Yeah, my senior year, I had one game where I hit lefty, and that was that double.
That's funny. Here's Tyson Pointer, who struck out his first at bat. He crushes
Line
this one to
drive.
center field. Coming in as the center fielder, goes into
Oh,
a
he
dive,
caught
and he
it.
makes the catch to snag a hit away from Tyson.
Rip.
It's a tough break for
Rip
Tyson Pointer,
Tyson.
and a tough break for the Crawdads, who go down scoreless once again. We'll head to the top of the 4th, where Carson Mercier will take over on play-by-play. Ryan Splero, you'll stay here, don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll be right back on the Crawdads Streaming Network.
Top of the 4th inning in a 2-1 ball game here at Monte Vista High School. New pitcher on the mound is Cody Perry. Splero, you want to take over on the call to the bullpen?
No, I do not.
After this pitch, we'll have it. First pitch of the inning from Cody Perry, misses down and in. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. See, NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a fun and positive environment. 1-0 in there for a strike. It's a lot of words.
Yeah, I'm just not a big reader.
No?
No, not for me. Shout out Sylvester Stallone, though. They played Rocky music in between the inning. God, he's such a legend.
Big Rocky guy?
Oh, Rocky 4 is the best one. What's your favorite one? Swing and a Miss by number 29.
Might be frustrating. I don't think I've ever seen a Rocky movie.
Wow. He just said he's never seen a Rocky movie.
I've never. Just
You guys need to get out of this box thing. You guys
not
sit
a
in the sun.
huge movie guy is the thing.
Cody Perry. Slider away for ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Dominic DeFeo doubled in his last at-bat. 2 RBIs.
We're going to hope for not that this at-bat. Anything but that and a home run.
Perry's 4th outing of the summer. This one swung on and missed. Cody Perry.
And a huge swing and a miss by Gretchen Peterson.
Cody Perry strikes out the first batter he faces here in the top of the 4th inning. It's 1 away.
Yeah, I love bench warmers.
Bench warmers is a good one.
Yeah, it's me and Fitzy's movie right now.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, shoot.
One out for Max Matacucci, and he will.
He tried to send that one to the softball field right now.
It's a big swing.
It was a big hack right there.
0-1. Down and in. 1-1.
And Dylan McShay, a fan favorite right now, showing off the radar gun to the little kid up front.
His Crawdad legend, Oregon legend. One swung on and missed, went to the changeup to get it.
Yeah, that was pretty nasty there.
1-2 pitch from Cody Perry. Fastball tapped on the ground left side. Here comes Matt King. Fields on the high hop, takes his time, throws to first in time for out number 2.
Love to see that out of Matt King, because we're missing a legend himself, Cam Calvillo, for the rest of the summer, looking like.
Yeah, a few weeks at least is what we were told.
Yeah, so
It's a bummer. Cam was having a good summer. Good,
having him fill in is really nice. It's nice to have someone like that fill in.
Yeah. Good guy to be around.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He definitely would be the first one ready to fight someone with you, too.
Here's Jordan Renteria. Huge swing and a miss at a fastball. Comes up empty-handed, nothing in one.
Cody's throwing the invisible right now.
Oh, yeah?
Nobody's hitting it.
Is that
I just jinxed it. I'm sorry. Sorry to the Perry family. I just jinxed your kid.
Nothing in one from Cody Perry. Slider outside, 1-1. What's your favorite pitch? You know,
My fastball.
Fastball has to be, right?
It's the fastball. Whenever you throw a good fastball, it's hard to compare.
1-1 from Perry. Swung on and missed. Good changeup there, 1-2.
But I will say when the splitter's working, it's one of my favorites because it just looks like a knuckleball.
It's a splitter.
Yeah.
I knew about the 12-6. You had some sort of changeup. Didn't know it was a splitter.
Yeah.
When did that come about?
So when I started pitching,
1-2 pitch, swung on and
Swung
missed.
and miss.
We'll talk about the
We'll
splitter
do that in a second.
when we come back. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Cody Perry. The Storm go 1-2-3. We're going to the bottom of the 4th, 2-1 Crawdads.
guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell your friends.
New pitcher on the mound for the Storm. Want to give this one a try?
No, I do not.
This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. The NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a fun and positive environment. We don't have a name. Or is this the same guy?
Nameless, faceless object. I think it's the same guy.
It's the same guy.
It's the same guy.
Noah Piona back out for his second inning of relief.
NorCal Oaks just got a bonus call right there. That's sick.
Got to shout him out. Who doesn't love NorCal Oaks?
Oh, you know, Fitzy said it so much last time I was up here. I almost went down to NorCal Oaks myself.
1-0 misses inside to Max Farfan. Max Farfan, Owen Firestone, and Emmett Finney do up here in the Crawdads half of the 4th inning. 2-1 Crawdads lead.
Farfy's hot.
Swinging a good bat. 2 home runs yesterday. Had a single the day before. 2-0 pitch. Went chasing on a changeup. 2-1. So the splitter. I feel like it's not a conventional pitch to be thrown.
It's not. So when I first started pitching, I was mainly fastball, just trying to learn how to pitch. I always had a breaking ball. It was easy to learn, but never had a third pitch. Swing and a miss by Farfy right there, 2-2 count. So I tried the changeup, couldn't throw the changeup. It just didn't work with how I threw the ball. And so the dude I worked with was like, screw it, let's throw a splitter. Threw it, and it was really good at the time. I don't know where it went. It's not really great anymore, but we'll figure it out. We'll get it back.
Time is called by Max Farfan at home plate. He'll take his glasses off, brush his eyes out.
The dogs are barking. That's why he's swinging to miss, and we need the dogs to quit barking out there in right field.
Sounds like Lincoln, the dog's barking it.
Yeah.
Lincoln. 2-2 pitch to Farfan.
Oh!
Skips in, doesn't even reach the dirt.
The pitcher forgot. The pitcher forgot he was playing baseball there. He tried a little cricket move right there. That was pretty sick.
3 balls, 2 strikes
Like
to
the
Max
like the
Farfan.
$1 Million Arm. You ever seen that movie? That movie
Have.
was sick.
That's a movie that I have seen.
He just like, boom, just let it eat into the grass right there. I did that the other day, throwing it to second base.
Yes, you did. I
That
remember
was
that.
sick.
Full count pitch to Farfan. He went chasing. Down he goes. It's the first strikeout for Noah Piona and the first out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Noah Firestone. Owen Firestone, I'm sorry. Two-way god.
Pitched, was it 2 days ago?
Yeah, 2 days ago. Or
Scoreless?
Was it yesterday? No, it was 2
No, it
days
was
ago.
2
It was
days
the day
ago.
I threw.
Yeah.
That's right.
Scoreless, and
His arm's still got to be cooked.
first pitch to him here, up and out, 1-0. Picked up his first single, or his first hit as a crawdad in the 2nd inning.
He had 2-hit knock his first game.
That is actually true. 1-0 to Firestone.
Me and Fitzy were calling it, so it's not on you.
That's right. That's the
Maybe
game that
Firestone will get hot now. He's like Spolero's in the booth. Fitzy's up next to him again.
we got to get Fitzy on this broadcast.
Oh, 100%. Fitzy's the magic keyword to this game.
2-0 to Firestone. He's poking this one up the middle. The shortstop
say?
Bitter behind second base cannot field it cleanly. And should be an infield single there for Owen Firestone with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Shortstop's not liking the infield right now.
Oh.
Emmett Phineas and Ferb.
Big Phineas and Ferb guy,
I
too.
love it, dude. Phineas and Ferb and SpongeBob. I would watch that all day when I got home from school.
So, bench warmers, dodgeball, Phineas and Ferb.
Talladega Nights, Step Brothers.
Finney 0 for 1. Flew out to center field back in the 2nd inning.
You know, you jinxed it earlier. It's starting to get a little chilly up here. We're raising up the stirrups.
0-0 misses upstairs, 1-0. So you're on foul ball duty today? Does this
No,
beat
I'm on broadcast duty today.
Does this beat foul ball duty?
GM Austin gave me the okay today, which means we're okay to be up here.
1-0 from Piona, misses upstairs, 2-0. It's the 2nd straight at bat in which he's fallen behind 2-0.
He's getting better at this job over here, guys. I hope your tall cans are almost halfway to not done. You know, those things better be gone by the 6th inning. Be on number 2 or 3.
2-0 to Finney. Popped up straight away center field. Back goes Schlesselman. He's onto the track. He leaps. He makes the catch at the base of the wall.
Hey, that's what Casey Cummings did the other day, and they called him safe.
What a catch by Jacob Schlesselman out in center field for the 2nd out here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
What was that basketball team that had this walkout song where they were just clapping all the time?
Not a huge basketball guy. I'm not sure. The Grizzlies.
No, the Grizzlies did that one dance with Dylan Brooks, the biggest clown in the NBA. He got owned by LeBron James. Go Lakers.
Here's John Gazdar 0 for 2 in his first 2 crawdad at bats. He'll take a changeup.
John.
Elite name.
So sick. We played against a guy named John this year at Santa Clara.
John.
Huh? In Santa Clara. Yeah.
Throw over. Doesn't reach first base. Jordan Renteria somehow got a glove on it and kept it in front.
You know, I can't even say anything because that's what my ball would have done if I picked off the first base. I do not like it.
Well, if you're just striking everyone out, I don't see
I
a
haven't
reason.
struck out a lot of people this summer, actually. I think I have half of what I had through 10 innings at St. Mary's.
But the walks are down.
The walks, I'll take that any day, honestly.
1-0 is skips in, gets away from the catcher, Nugent,
And
and
he's going to third. He's going to third base. What a runner. He's a track star.
Owen Firestone, a 2-base pass ball. Win.
That was sick. He was like, screw it. Turning on the Jets, dropping the trailer. God.
2-base pass ball. Firestone to third. And 2 away here still for John Gazdar on a 2-0 count.
You know Peony's not happy about that.
No.
Nope.
Catcher's got to get down and block that one, I think. You frustrated with your catcher if you put one in the dirt and it
No,
gets the
because then you
backstop?
shouldn't have put it in the dirt, you know.
Even off speed?
Unless you're told to throw it there. You know, there's certain counts. Half the time I'm apologizing to the catcher. I should not have done that.
2-0 outside. 3 balls, no strikes here to John Gazdar.
A lot of fans in the stands. Nobody on their oh, actually, that was a jinx. There's one woman on her phone.
It's one man recording.
One man recording his kid.
But everyone seems to be enjoying the baseball game
Oh,
today.
100%. Yeah.
3-0 to Gazdar. He's taken a strike right down the middle, 3-1.
No better way to be spending your, what is it, Friday?
I think it's Friday.
Center fielder looks like he's about ready to take a nap out there.
3-1 pitch to Gazdar. Hit on the ground up the middle. Jaden Bitterfields to his left. Throws on the run and in time to first base. The Crawdads do get a hit, but do not come in to score. We're going to the top of the fifth, still 2-1 Crawdads.
You know the deal. We're back at it.
7, 8, 9 due up here in the top of the fifth for the Storm. Calvin Wynn, Josh Garcia, and Trent Barnwell. It'll be Cody Perry back out for his second inning of relief, and the book has been closed on E.J. McGrew. 3 innings, gave up a hit, 2 runs, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts.
Not a
walk.
bad day.
The walks is this one is hit into left field. That'll get down a base hit. So on the first pitch he sees, Calvin Wynn is on with a leadoff single here in the top of the fifth.
This dude on deck's got a yellow hat. You got to question that decision.
Yeah, yellow with the blue. It's a green bill.
What do we got?
That's bold.
Joshua Garcia. Wearing number 42. It's such a good movie.
First pitch to him, he's swinging and taps it foul behind home plate, 0-1. I actually wrote a report on 42.
Really?
For my communications class this last semester. Got an 88.
There you go.
I'll take an 88.
On my last report,
1 misses outside,
in my
1 and
English
1.
class, I got a 97 on it.
Really?
And my teacher emailed me and said it was heartwarming,
Wow.
which I thought was hilarious because it took me about 10 minutes to do.
What was the topic?
I don't even remember.
1-1, swung on a miss, big swing and a miss from Josh Garcia. He's down in the count, 1-2.
This kid's got yellow or neon green socks on. That's awesome.
Gray pants and the red Crawdads shirt. Fairly oversized, I would say. 1-2 pitch, swung
See ya.
on and missed. 3 strikeouts
Huge
today.
swing and a miss by Gretchen Peterson.
It's the 3rd strikeout on the day for Cody Perry and the first out here in the top of the 5th.
The cheesehead's up.
Here is the cheesehead. The cheesehead, Trent Barnwell, right fielder. Victim of the strikeout back in the 2nd inning.
Yep, that's him. I don't think I was up here in the 2nd inning. I think I was still on the telephone.
I think you were. Throw over, but back safely on a dive is Calvin Wynn. You got to start, your last start of the summer coming up
I know.
against the Healdsburg Prune Packers.
Yeah. It's a long, short summer. Get to go home, put on some weight, spend some time with the family.
How are you feeling going into that start? Prune Packers, I don't know if you know, but one of the best teams in the CCL. I believe they're
Who
still
cares?
undefeated.
Records are records. You just got to go out there and throw your best stuff. I know a few people on that team. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be an electric factory all the way around because I think Florida's throwing game 1.
Okay.
I'll go game 2, and then game 3. Who threw yesterday?
0-2 to Barnwell. Slider just off the outer half. Who did throw yesterday? Mickey Thompson.
We're getting Ryan Recess from UC San Diego.
Yeah, and then we got the Proctor kid.
Nick
It's going to be
Proctor from
Electric
South
Factory
Carolina.
coming out of the bullpen for us.
There's
they're going to not know what's coming. We're going to shove it up their
A
butts.
lot of good arms coming.
Yeah.
As the 1-2 from Perry swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cody Perry here in the top of the 5th. 2 away.
Yeah, nothing better than facing the best team in the league, you know. It's a different vibe when you show up to the park.
I've heard that they get a lot of fans. Not to say that we don't get a lot of fans. There's been the games that we
Yeah.
do. Here's Sancho Llamos. 0 for 1. He'll look at a pitch that misses outside 1-0. Walked in the first and popped up to Emmett Finney at first in the third. 1-0 from Cody Perry. Swung on and missed. Fastball at the top of the zone. He couldn't catch up.
Cody Perry.
Any
Shoving it today.
Any better feeling than blowing a fastball by somebody?
No, there's no better feeling. The best feeling in baseball is when you throw it by a guy, and it's the last out of an inning, like the 6th inning.
0-1 just
It's
below
electric.
the zone. Electric.
Yeah.
You and Sean Fitzpatrick, I think, are probably the most electric duo of pitchers on this team.
I appreciate that. We call it. Oh, I call ourselves the Magic Man and El Diablo, Talladega Nights. Will Ferrell and John C. Riley.
2-1 misses inside, 3-1.
Yeah, but I think my favorite show is Kenny Powers,
Kenny Power.
El Papa de los Pelotas, I like to call him.
That's a good one.
Yeah, La Flama Blanca.
3-1 from Cody Perry. Chopped left side, but out of reach of Farfan and foul. That'll fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Right, Fitzy? El Diablo and Magic Man? That's right.
Fitzy's been electric out of the bullpen.
Oh, it's absurd. There's a reason he goes to Arkansas.
Expect him to get a lot more innings next year.
Yeah, if he throws like that, his Fitzmagic shirts are going to go up and swing and a miss by Gretchen Peterson.
3-2. Swung on and missed. Cody Perry, after a leadoff single, strikes out the side in the 5th. We're going to the bottom half. It's 2-1 Crawdads.
And we're back.
Noah Piona back out for 3rd inning of relief. He'll face 2-3-4 in this Crawdad lineup. Brian Duroff, Ryan Brome, and Matt King.
Yeah, not fun.
No.
Not fun at all. It's 2-1 though still, and you gotta wonder when the Crawdads are gonna break this thing open.
It's kind of been like that this year. You guys were scoring early, and then nothing in the middle part of the game, and then coming out and scoring a lot in the later innings. The first pitch to Brian Duroff misses up and out 1-0.
Yeah, we like to
Make it fun.
make it interesting. Like even when we were playing against the Potters, not Lincoln, Sonoma Stompers, it was like 10 to 13 to 1.
Yeah, 13-2.
We ended up
I think.
winning 13 to 8.
Yep. 1-0 outside, 2-0.
Yeah, it's not too fun when that happens, but You know,
Guys,
do what you gotta do.
to be fair, did score in every inning but the ninth of that.
Yeah, I mean, shoot. You know, the hitters did their job.
Nice pitching with a lead. Pitched in that game.
I did. You know, it was much needed. 3+ minute sits in the dugout. It was blood. It was a bunch of madness.
2-0 fouled back. That'll make the count 2-1 to Brian Duroff, who leads off the top of the fifth in a 2-1 ball game here.
Legend Brian, gotta wonder where he's going to college next year.
Legend of Chabot.
Legend of everything. Man.
2-1.
Shout out Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller. He'd be a happy man if he was listening to this broadcast.
If someone in this broadcast knows Ben Stiller, tell him I would love to meet him. That's my favorite actor. I wish he was in the show Suits. I'm watching that right now on Netflix.
3-1 to Duroff. Suits I've seen is up high, ball four. I've seen the TikTok videos. That's their.
It's a worth watch, man. Let me
Is
tell
it?
you. It's
Is
such a good show.
I
The
think-
princess is on that show of England. Is that
Really?
She's married to Prince Harry.
The more you know.
Meghan Markle. Very, very good-looking woman.
Here's Ryan Brome, lefty-on-lefty matchup for the third time today. He singled and scored in the first and grounded out to the pitcher.
He's gonna get a backside double here into that little gap right there.
They're calling it.
Brian Duroff's gonna score.
Here it is.
Me
First
too.
pitch is fouled back in our direction, just a little bit high of the press box, nothing in
I
one.
like that call.
Yesterday, I called the comeback win in the ninth inning.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got soaked after that. I didn't even do anything.
Got the wrong Ryan.
Shoot.
0-1 curveball misses. No, it catches the corner, called a strike, nothing in two.
That's brutal.
As a pitcher, it's got to be a good feeling.
Oh, 100%. Nothing better than getting a strike call that's not even a strike.
Here's the 0-2 to Ryan Brome. Piona comes set. Hands at the hip. Now kicks, fires, and deals another off speed. This one misses above the zone. 1-2.
We had to help GM Austin learn how to use the radar gun there for a second. GM Austin, Legend Austin.
Crawdad legend. Broadcast legend. Oregon legend.
Yeah, for sure.
1-2 pitch is hit in the air, right center field. The center fielder, Schlesselman, moving over into his left, comes in a
Dang
few
it.
steps and
My
makes
call-
the catch.
My call was off. Carter going to get the bat. Legend bat boy Carter.
This is a nice addition to the Crawdad dugout.
Well, yeah, we had him in St. Mary's, too, so I've had my fair share.
Oh,
of
really?
Carter, yeah.
Wow.
His cousin, Coleman Schmidt, Crawdad legend.
Everyone's a Crawdad legend.
Crawdad legend, Coleman Schmidt. One of my favorite teammates I had this season. Schmitty. Coleman. Every day he greets me with a spally. And then Coleman, Schmitty, let's go.
Here's Matt King.
He's
Runner
going.
First takes off the pitches outside. Throw is into center field. Duroff didn't see it and will stay planted at second base. So a stolen base here for Brian Duroff. A runner in scoring position for Matt King.
We're going to need a nap today.
It's a very nice nap day. Nice little breeze.
66 miles an hour on the gun. He's lighting it up right now.
Did your job.
Dylan McShay's coming up, Oregon legend. Played in the Super Regional this year against Oral Roberts.
He's a tall guy.
Yeah. McShay's team will forever be known as the team that let the Cinderella story happen.
1-0 misses outside. 2-0. And McShane. I don't think Dylan liked that comment.
No, either did GM Austin. Austin, the Oregon guy. Who knows? Maybe Spally can be an Oregon Duck in a couple seasons. I'm on the market. I'm a single lady.
You've found your home for the next year. Huh?
I did, yeah. We're going JUCO next year. Shout out Coach Gilch.
2-0 from Piona to King. Misses outside. 3 balls, no strikes to Matt King, who's already walked once in this ball game.
Nice little sitting at 66.
A run, 2 hits, no errors for the Storm. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Crawdads. They're working here in the bottom of the 5th inning with a runner in scoring position, and Brian Duroff and Matt King at the plate. 3-0 pitch is outside,
He
taken
dropped it.
ball 4.
It's in the job description. I hope Mrs. Bromy's on the mic today because she shouted us out last time in the DMs. I loved it. Mrs. Bromy.
I believe
Class act.
one of the team moms sent us crumble cookies not too long ago. I don't know whose mom it actually was, though.
Well, I'm not a big fan of crumble cookies.
I don't know. They were interesting. They're kind of a
I'm
lot.
big. We have a place in Fresno called Hungry Bear,
Hungry Bear.
and they're like normal sized cookies, like I don't know, that big.
Uh-huh.
And they're amazing.
Yeah.
He tried to pick them off there. That's one. Check one. There's
Favorite
one.
cookie?
Snickerdoodle.
Snickerdoodle.
Snickerdoodle's unreal. There's nothing that matches that.
I think an underrated cookie, in my opinion at least, is oatmeal raisin.
I'm not a big raisin guy.
No?
No. And our sound guy's messing up the pitcher's tempo here. You love to see it.
It's minus feel right there.
I think the most minus feel ever was, what's his Higginsteel? Max?
Max Hippensteel, yeah.
Today, we had a guy throwing a bullpen, and he just walks right in the middle of it. He just had no clue. It's a fine in kangaroo court. Line drive.
First pitch to Donnelly, lined into right field, but the right fielder, Trent Barnwell, is there to make the
tags
catch.
up, and he's going to be safe at third base.
Duroff advances to third, and there'll be runners on the corners here, 2 away for Tyson Pointer.
Tyson Pointer, Sean Fitzmagic's roommate.
That's got to be a pretty electric duo as well.
100%. Thank you. Just got handed a Gatorade by intern Sophie.
Orange Gatorade, though. Not a fan.
My favorite.
Really?
Yeah. I like the odd flavors like that one, purple,
I like the light blue, the yellow.
light blue, Glacier Freeze.
First pitch to Pointer. Hit in
was-
the air, right side. Back goes the first baseman, Jordan Renteria, but he'll watch it foul into the Crawdad bullpen.
One of my favorite things at St. Mary's is we always have Gatorade in the dugout,
Always.
like in one of the tubes. Yeah, it was awesome.
Gatorade over water.
Sadly, but yeah. I mean, nothing better though when you're dehydrated and you just get a nice cold water and
Yeah.
like you could feel the coldness go down through your chest
Yeah.
all the way down to your belly.
Runners on the corners, 2 away. 0-1 count here to Tyson Pointer. He's looking for his first hit of today's ball game. The lefty Noah Piona deals the curveball that misses high and out. 1-1.
Let's see if Twitter's got anything popping.
Big Twitter.
Eduardo Escobar traded from the Mets today to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. That's a pretty big one.
I don't think Escobar's been good this year, though.
I don't know. I haven't been really watching a whole lot of non-Giants related stuff. For all you Giants fans, here's the starting lineup today. Lamont Wade Jr. playing first base. Jock Peterson hitting second in the DH hole. J.D. Davis playing third base. Michael Conforto in right. Blake Sable in left. Patrick Bailey behind the plate. Legend Brandon Crawford. Isan Diaz is active today, playing second. Luis Matos is patrolling center field.
2-1
And
to
on the
Pointer.
bump
When
is
chasing
Logan Webb.
Logan Webb, I picked him in a parlay today.
Oh, you a big, what's it called?
Prize
Picks guy?
Yeah.
I won a huge Prize Picks this year.
Theoretically.
I wasn't in Division I baseball at the time.
Pitch is chopped on the ground, left side. The third baseman, Yamos, fields. Throws on the run. Nice play from Sancho Yamos. Crawdads get runners on the corners but cannot convert. We're going top 6. It's 2-1, Crawdads lead. Top of the 6th inning in a 1-run game at Monte Vista High School. It's the Crawdads 2. It's the Storm 1. We'll see Cody Perry back to work here. 3rd inning of relief.
He's a legend. He's such a good golfer.
Is he really?
Yeah, he whooped me and Ryan Delaney's butts the other day. But it was because Delaney's just not coordinated with golf.
1-0 is hit on the ground up the middle. The shortstop King fields the high hop and throws in time to first base. Nice little play there by Matt King, the shortstop.
So I have the 3rd pick in my fantasy football draft coming up. Like, who should I take?
3rd pick. I feel like you go running back, right?
Yeah. I don't even know.
Aaron Jones.
I love Aaron Jones,
It's
man.
just
I
a
don't think
beast.
he's a 3rd pick guy, though, to be honest.
I mean, he can kind of do it all.
He's such a legend. I love my man Aaron Jones. I just love A.J. Dillon so much more, though.
Here's the center fielder, Schlesselman, and this one's grounded up the middle off the pitcher. Matt King fields, throws the first 1-6-3 put out here
That's awesome.
for the 2nd out of the 6th inning.
See, you just have to wonder why I'm the only one that has to wear the ball off my body, you know? Everybody else gets their glove in front of it, and I'm the one wearing the 97 back at my face.
Yeah, right in the hip, right in the
Right,
thigh.
right in the thigh. There's no more bruise anymore.
Just now went away.
Yeah, the other day. First time I didn't see any color.
Here's Dominic DeFeo, 1 for 2, takes a big cut at a pitch down below the zone, 0-1.
Max Farfan's in his own little world over there at third base, just clapping his hands, looking around.
I forget who was saying it, but a pitcher for us said that Farfan loves to have a conversation with the pitcher middle of the game.
Oh, man, it's so frustrating sometimes.
0-1 is in there for a strike. What does he talk about?
I mean, the first outing, because I played him in college,
Uh-huh.
and I did really well against them. And so, like, it was the first game, and I just wasn't doing great. And he comes up to me, he goes, "Your fastball plays up, just throw it up." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I mean, it plays with 2 strikes, kid. Come on now. I have to get the 2 strikes first." But, I mean, he means well. I will say that. He does mean well when he goes up there. It's not, that's not bad stuff,
1-2 pitch from Cody Perry, swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts in the past 2 innings for Cody Perry. He's set down 6 straight.
Player of the game, question mark?
We're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Crawdads 2. It's the Storm 1.
I'm just here.
This call to the bullpen is brought to you by the NorCal Oaks. The NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a fun and positive environment. New pitcher for the Storms is the righty, the first righty deployed, and the 3rd pitcher for the Storm today, Ethan Stout. Couldn't find any stats on him, so a little bit of...
Maybe Sophie could give us some stats on him. She knew.
Yeah, Sophie, where did he go? He went to Ohlone.
Ohlone College.
Ohlone College.
Do you know how many innings he pitched and stuff?
7, 8, 9 for the Crawdads. Max Farfan will take a pitch that skips in the dirt 1-0.
We got Jackson Howell getting hot in the Crawdads bullpen over there. St. Mary's legend.
3 St. Mary's legends on the Crawdads at once.
Yeah, I mean, shoot.
1-0 to Farfan. A slider that catches the corner. A called strike, nothing in one. Or 1-1, rather.
I've never had a Gatorade with 0 sugar, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Not a fan. Just
I love
orange
sugar.
To me, orange Gatorade is crazy.
I think it's amazing.
1-1 from Stout. Another slider. This one again catches the corner. 1-2 to Farfan.
Shout out to our batting lineup, though, hitting a collective 326 on the season. That's pretty sick.
They've been crushing in the CCL non-conference. 1-2, Stout to Farfan. It's a little bit down, a little bit out. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
How about Casey Cummings having 5 hit by pitches? It's kind of absurd.
I think he's up to 9 total,
9? This isn't updated?
including non-conference and conference. I think it's 9 hit by pitches, which
Oh, this is
leads the
against
CCL.
non-conference, huh?
Yeah, it's a whole mess trying to figure out. 2-2 from Stout. Slider swung on and missed. Ethan Stout strikes out the first batter he sees. Max Farfan goes down by way of the K for the second time today. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th.
The Fireman. Owen Firestone.
Fireman's 2 for 2 today.
Fireman. Shout out Lil Wayne. The Fireman. The Fireman. Those tall cans should be done, folks. Those tall cans should be done. Get your new one. It's the 6th inning.
It is 5:32 on a Friday.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
First pitch to Firestone. Stout went back to the curveball.
What kind of
but
music
was a
do you
sign.
listen to?
I kind of like anything. I like country. I like rap. What about you? Same deal?
I'm on house right now, but I mean,
Yeah.
I like everything. I love country music. Toby Keith is a legend.
Yeah, I have to agree. 1-0 pitch slider that's fouled
he's
back in our
dealing with some
direction.
sort of cancer right now. He lost a lot of weight.
Really?
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers to Toby Keith and his family. Toby Keith, a legend.
He is a country legend.
American man.
I also have been informed that 1-1 pitch is hit out into right center field, not deep, playable for Trent Barnwell. He moves in, reaches up, and catches the second out here in the 6th inning.
Quick shout out to Debbie Bromey, the legend. She's always commentating and stuff on my actions. I love it. By far one of the favorites of the team moms.
I recently, well, you're a big Love Shack guy.
Love Shack, man. I love that
Oh
song.
my God. I just would never guess that that's the type of music
If you
listen
see a
to.
faded sign on the side of the road, it's 15 miles to the Love Shack if you didn't know.
Here's Emmett Finney.
He's
0-for-2. He's
superb.
flown out to center twice. He'll take a strike here.
He had a barrel, though, his last one. That thing almost got out in a little hurry with the wind blowing in.
Wind has been swirling all over the place in the past couple days. Yesterday it was in. Crawdads were barreling balls 1 through 9. This one swung on a miss, nothing in 2.
Yeah, when I go home in a couple days, that flag will be pointing straight down. It's going to be dry. It's going to be dry, hot, humid. Not humid. It'll just be completely
Very hot.
dry. It's awesome.
Big heat guy? Or
I love the heat.
Love the heat.
Nothing better because you don't have to worry about, wearing a jacket. You can wear no shirt at all if you want. Get a good tan. It's awesome.
That would make sense as to why you chose Arizona, Central Arizona.
Yeah, I love Arizona. I played there growing up, and it's a fun place to be.
1-2, Ethan Stout trying to set down the Crawdads in order here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Fastball misses just a little bit up and in. 2 balls, 2
I'm
strikes.
going to throw a slider here.
You'd go to the slider, get the fastball up and in.
I personally would throw another fastball there. He didn't look too comfortable with it, but just thinking fastball up, probably going to play off with the slider here.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch swung on and missed. He went to the slider. The catcher, Wynn, will have to go to first. He does so successfully. A couple of strikeouts for Ethan Stout. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Crawdads going down 1-2-3.
Man, I feel like a woman.
That was beautiful.
That's such a good song.
Is a good song.
Oh, we got GM Austin back. Oh my God.
You didn't even notice?
No, it's exciting though.
Is it? Here's Max Bertucci, the DH, 0 for 2 today.
Jackson Howe.
Yeah. Do you want to do the read? First pitch to Matucci is off the inside. Want to know?
You could do that. You could do the read.
This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization hold on. The 1-0 from Howell. High pop-up on the infield. Max Farfan sprinting in from third base. Going out is Firestone, and Firestone goes into a slide to make the catch by the Storm dugout. Nice play by Owen Firestone. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. The NorCal Oaks is a non-profit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball and softball while attaining strong character and life skills in a fun and positive environment.
And that right there is exactly why I do not want to read that. It's so tough.
Here's Jackson Howell gets a really nice play on a pop-up to Owen Firestone for the first out.
Here comes the pitch. Fastball, first strike. Love to see the commands back today from Jackson.
What did you see from Jackson in the St. Mary's season? I know he was redshirted.
He redshirted, but you could tell it was just a lot of raw talent.
Very live arm.
Good arm, just needs to figure it out.
0-1 fastball, blew it past him, 0-2.
He's making a lot of adjustments right now. Delmore's helping him a lot. Rilo, those are two guys that you should be around during the summertime, and he's getting a lot better from it.
I feel like I've never seen him take a day off. He's always working.
Always
0-2. Fastball fly to the right side, foul.
He's got a good support system around him, and I feel like that's all you need in life. If you have a good support system, it's really easy to make adjustments and get better at whatever kind of craft you want to get better at.
A+ dude. Just good human being.
Very good dude. One of my favorites to be around.
Yeah. One of 3 St. Mary's legends on the team?
One of 3. We're legends. I'm not really a legend. I think there's two legends. I was just kind of there.
Yeah? The 0-2. Fastball just off the outside, 1-2.
He got a little cut piece on his fastball today, which he kind of always has had. But he's working on getting that more ride to cut ratio going with what he's working with.
The 1-2. Fastball fly to the right side, foul.
A lot of strikes getting thrown by Jackson here. Love to see it. Parents are still here.
I know, it's been a good turnout today.
Wow. I'm blown away. We're doing a great job with the promoting stuff here.
That's all Sophie.
Yeah.
Shout out Sophie. The 1-2. Fastball line to the right side over his Gazdar. Goes into a dive.
He goes for a dive. That was
just over his head.
That was almost sick. Yeah, fun fact, I didn't know the Ike dude. I didn't know that was actually him on the logo.
Really?
No
you think it was just some
I thought
guy?
It was just whatever,
Have you watched Parks and Rec?
No.
Oh, then this story makes no sense. So never mind.
Okay.
It's a really good story, I promise.
I bet it was. Anything that comes out of GM Austin's mouth is electric, so.
Thank you. You're the only player that refers to me as GM Austin, and I hate it.
Why?
I love it. Here's Calvin Nguyen from Maloney, first
He
pitch.
said I hate it. I love it.
Fastball down. It's just it feels so I don't know. It's funny. I wasn't expecting anyone to actually say that about me.
It's electric. It's cool to be the GM of something,
It is.
If I ever met a GM in real life for a baseball team, I'd for sure prefer to them or call them their GM name. Like Farhan, I'd be like, what up, GM Farhan? I'd love that.
Love Farhan. Farhan and I, similar build.
Yeah.
My player comp is kind of Farhan. 2-1. Fastball swung on and missed. 2-1. Love Farhan.
Giants game Monday is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Sure. With all the money I have. Actually, if I make money on Prize Picks today, maybe we'll go to the Giants game on
If
Monday.
GM Austin makes money on Prize Picks, I know he's buying my ticket.
Sure. Yeah, if I go 5 for 5 on Prize.
Dang
6
it!
for
The
6, I'll
Giants
buy
have
your
an off day on Monday.
2-1. Just a little tight and high. 3-1.
The Giants play the Diamondbacks today. I mentioned that earlier.
It's Isan Diaz's first start as a Giant.
No, I'm excited.
Do you remember him with the Marlins?
Yeah, his dad was yoked when he hit his first home run against the Mets.
Uh-huh.
I've actually played at City Field. That place is awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
The Future Stars games. It was really fun.
3-1.
Probably one of my favorite events that I went to that summer.
Wind checks a swing. It's strike 2 anyway. Did you see Eduardo Escobar got traded mid-game?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And
I know Angel fans or Met fans are not happy just because that was the wrong trade they wanted with that team. They wanted Shohei.
3-2. High and tight, ball 4. Did you see Francisco Lindor found out while he was mic'd up on the field doing an interview?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I didn't know that.
That's brutal.
That's so not fun. So when I went, I watched him play, and they had Javi Baez there still.
Oh my God. That feels like a fever dream.
Yeah, it was unreal. And they had the MLB The Show legend Eduardo Cabrera, right? Yeah, that's his name.
Edward Cabrera.
Edward Cabrera.
Yeah.
He was playing against them.
First pitch chopper up the middle. Gazdar will flip to second. Kings got it on the bare hand.
Bare
Throws
hand.
to first in time. The
Holy.
second bare hand 4-6-3 double play gets Jackson Howell out of the inning. Good job by the kid from St. Mary's. We'll stretch and head to the bottom of the 7th. Still 2-1 the score here on the Crawdads streaming network. Central. Oh, my bad.
You're good. Guess
wasn't
who's
ready.
back?
Who?
Back again.
Yeah.
Shady's back.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Okay.
I love some Eminem. He created a monster.
You?
No, Eminem. It's in that exact song.
Here's John Gazdar. He's the Meadowlark Dairy player of the game, and every time we've said this when they're hitless, he's the first guy that hasn't gotten on in his debut, and he pops this one up. This, I don't think will do the trick. Charging is the first
He's
baseman,
gonna drop it.
Renteria. This
He's gonna
might
drop
drop, and it's going to drop. John Gazdar's on first base, and the streak continues.
Now, did he touch it? Did he touch it?
I think so.
Or is that a hit?
We'll give him a hit. Hit. They give him a hit. It's free ice cream. Have you been to Meadowlark Dairy?
No, it's out of my way. It's like an hour away from where I live.
That makes. Are you still in Moraga?
Yeah, I live in Moraga still.
How is Moraga?
I mean, it's all right. It's a little pricey for me. You know, I'm not really a high class guy. I like not being the high class guy. So, hey, there's a dog over there.
Is that Kevin?
Kevin.
Oh, I love Kevin.
I love that movie. Up.
Yeah. First pitch to Brian Duroff is up high. I went to my my first frat this year, and it was like halfway to Halloween party, and I dressed up as Russell from Up.
Oh God.
I think I look just like him.
You do.
It was a great costume.
Russell from Up.
Let me show you this. It's pretty great. The 1-0 to Duroff. It's a curveball up high. 2-0. You liked that one, didn't you?
Me and Fitz are dying right now. That's electric.
Thank you.
I'm a firm believer. Fitz looks like the lizard from Monsters, Inc., the one that
Duroff pops this one up left side. Be
Mike
playable for Sancho Llamas in foul territory. He drifts back and just makes the catch for out number 1.
He gets Joe Dirt a lot as well, but I'm a big lizard from the roommate. Oh my God, you do look just like
I know,
us.
I look just like him. Fitzy, come look at this. It's so good. I bought the whole costume for like $5. It took me like 10 minutes to make. One of the best things I've ever done. I just showed them Russell from Up. Sophie knows. A lot about that photo. Here's Ryan Brome.
I've never been to a frat. We don't have any frats.
First pitch curveball up high. Really?
No, we don't have.
No
we're
Greek
not allowed
life?
to. It's like an agreement with the city of Moraga that there can't be any frats.
They kind of suck like 99% of the time.
They have been Fresno, so I try to stay away from that side of town.
Yeah. The 1-0 is down and in. 2-0. Pitch
goes.
gets by the catcher. His throw's going to go to second. It is not in time. Sliding in safely with the steal is John Gazdar.
That was kind of a hose piece right there.
That was a good throw.
And we're back at it with the Dad's bullpen. They're all taking naps out there in the pen.
Jackson Howell, one of his better innings of the year. Probably his best inning of the summer.
Oh, it's awesome. I'm
Looked
happy
for him. He'll probably go back out for the 8th.
Yeah, there's no one getting hot down there.
No, Nate Nordell is on the hot list today.
Yeah, the hot list. Have you already said it today?
No, but I know Ryan Delaney is after that, and I think that's it for the hot list.
Yeah, the hot list has Hal,
2-0 is tight, 3-0.
Nordell, and Ryan Delaney.
That is a cast of characters.
Ryan Delaney's something else, man.
I love that guy.
He's something.
Can we get Kevin on the broadcast?
Kevin. We
Kevin's
basically
a dog,
have
by
the
the
up.
way.
We basically have the up.
The cast of
cast
up.
here.
3-0 to Brome. Fastball at the knees on the outside, 3-1. Does that make Casey's dad, what's his face, the old dude from up?
Kind of looks like him. He's
Little
just not
bit.
tall.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not short. So.
he's too tall to be
Yeah.
the guy from up.
I think Rilo could pull off a good grandpa. What you think, Fitz?
3-1 on its way to Brome. Way
Behind him.
inside, gets past him and actually gets to the backstop. Brome's going to
Debbie.
be on first with the walk. Gazdar moves up to third on the wild pitch.
Debbie, your son almost got hit, but he's fine.
Shout out to Debbie Brome.
Debbie Brome. Debbie, I need to meet you. You're one of my favorite moms.
You
and I
didn't
haven't
meet
even- I haven't
Debbie
met
Brome?
Debbie Brome yet. No.
Well, you're gone next week.
I know.
She's here next week.
I
Might have to stay like 3 days to meet Debbie
No, I
Brome.
need to go home.
You don't need to.
I need to go home. I miss it. I miss my dog.
What's your dog's name?
Apple, like an apple.
Like the one you eat?
Yeah, like an apple you eat.
How'd you name him Apple?
I was eating some food, and I couldn't come up. I'm so bad at naming girls. Like, I could name a boy easy, but girls, it's so tough. And I was just like, screw it, Apple.
What would Apple's name have been if she was a boy?
I don't know. I can't say her name on broadcast if she was a guy. But it would have been Stain.
Good to know. First pitch to Matt.
It would have been Stain.
Swung on and missed on a good slider. 0-1. Matt King has walked twice today. Also lined out hard to left field.
Matt, is it King or King?
King.
King.
Matt Cain, Giants legend.
Oh, my favorite. Him
Yo,
and
one.
Tim Lincecum.
It's on the outside. Oh, called a strike. Okay.
Yeah, this guy's ready to go home.
Do you remember? Are you old enough to remember Randy Wynn?
Yeah, I heard he was at the game
He
the
was
other
here
day.
the other
My
day.
mom called me, and I was like, after the game, she goes, "You pitched well. Randy Wynn was there," and I was like, "God, that's the game he chooses to come watch. Is the game where I didn't pitch the best."
0-2, swing and a miss. Matt King thinks he fouled it off. And the home plate umpire is going to call a strikeout. Bro moves up to second on the pass ball. 2 outs. Weird play. Weird game.
And Brant Cummings is coming out. It's questionable. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. I think her bats are just kind of quiet today. No BP today, or they did have BP. There's
But
no
it's
pitchers.
it's not like I feel like they're hitting the ball hard.
It's just a bad luck game, and hopefully we can get some to fall next week against the Prune Packers.
Packers are going to be a fun game.
Yeah, they got some dudes on that team.
I think this is a good time to take a look around the CCL. This look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tours. American Stage Tours, small enough to care and large enough to compete. Just one game going on in CCL play as Arroyo Seco and Conejo are knotted up at 0 in the bottom of the 4th. Academy and OC play later. Ventura Pirates and Santa Barbara Foresters play tonight. The Merchants play Healdsburg. Humboldt heads down to Slow. West Coast Kings and Stompers. Admirals and Stompers. And the Kings and the Potters.
Play the Admirals tomorrow, correct?
We do. Another league game. First pitch to Joey Donnelly is down low. I feel like it's been forever since we've played a league game. I mean, we played in Lincoln the other day, but too many non-league competitions.
Yeah, just trying to get some extra reps, I guess.
I'd rather that than not play. 1-0. Curveball at the knees on the outside, 1-1.
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny that Eduardo Escobar got traded today because there was a mock trade for Shohei
Involving Eduardo Escobar.
involving him, yeah.
Yeah. Second and third, 2
It
outs
was
for
like a
Donnelly.
13-player trade that was questioned out there.
1-1 is low. Good block by Nguyen. 2-1.
Yeah, they were going to trade like 10 of their guys, and like 6 of them were on the big league roster, and they were going to get like 4 guys back. Any cool news in baseball going on right now?
Not really.
None?
Kind of just nothing.
We need to get Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame.
Pitch.
Line
Donnelly
drive.
grounds it through the right side, a base hit.
There we go.
Gazdar comes home to score. Brome right behind him on his tail. He will score, and it's 4-1
All right.
Crawdads. Joey Donnelly is 4th RBI of the day. He has all 4 of the Crawdads RBI.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love Joey.
Mhm.
Another good human being.
Player of the game.
Oh, easily.
Him and Cody Perry.
Him and Cody Perry.
That's my hot take of the day.
Not that hot.
Yeah, Tyson Pointer. Roommates with Sean Fitzpatrick.
Lucky him. Pointer 0 for 3. First pitch, curveball, just a little high.
You ever been to Primo's?
I have not. I've heard good things.
We go there all the time.
How is it?
Yeah. Get some good pizza. We got pizza there last night, some wings.
I've been craving some pizza recently.
Oh, I craved it yesterday. It was fire.
The 1-0. Pointer lines this
Whoa.
one to left field. That's going to drop
Yeah,
in
all
fair
right.
territory and kick all the way to the corner. Around second, heading for third, Donnelly as Pointer cruises second. The throw is a little late. Pointer's in with a slide. His first hit of the day is a 2-out double in the 7th, and the Crawdads have runners on second and third with 2 outs.
You must have been doing that training that Reggie Jackson showed in Benchwarmers where you hit the mailboxes. Because that's exactly what he did. He pictured a mailbox and just smashed that thing.
Is that a thing?
Oh, you've never seen Benchwarmer?
No.
There's a scene where they go practice and they hit the mailboxes. And yeah, we don't need lip from you.
I've never seen Benchwarmers, I know. I haven't seen, like,
This intern, we need to get the interns at one house at one time and just watch
watch,
a
like,
bunch of movies.
yeah.
I will host it.
Here's Farf. Takes a fastball just off the outside, 1-0. Farfan 0 for 3. Pair of strikeouts and a ground out.
That's what we'll do. Me and Fitz are going to go on a movie spree tonight, and we'll send movies for you guys to watch because this is, like, if you watch Talladega Nights.
Yeah, actually.
Okay, cool. That's a
My roommate, who
This
works
one
for
has
the
no-
Crawdads, Spencer, his girlfriend, is a big Talladega Nights fan. So, shout out Dante.
If you ain't first, you're last.
You made that, Grace. Not going to say the rest of it.
Yeah.
2 balls and no strikes to Max Farfan. Crawdads now lead by 3.
Yeah, that's where me and Fitz got the El Diablo and Magic Man.
2-0. Farfan grounds it up the
There's
middle.
2
That's
more
a base
runs.
hit. Donnelly comes home to score. Pointer's right behind him. Farfan.
All right.
A
Now we're-
2-run single, and the Crawdads extend their lead at 6-1.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're cruising happy.
Oh my God! Took you guys long enough.
Oh God, you guys, you give me a stick, it's gonna be a 7-1 game because I'm going yard.
Make it 8. There's a runner on first, but I get the point.
Yeah, you got what I was throwing down. Way to go, scared to live.
Who would be the best singer on the team?
Ooh, Fitz, who would be the best singer? Fitz, because he's got that country voice.
Okay.
You give him a little guitar, he's gonna sing something, you know. Yeah, all right. Now he's lying out of his butt saying he's Morgan Wallen.
First pitch to Firestone is down low, 1-0. A 2-hit day for Owen.
He's just been hot, huh? He has to be hitting like 400.
He was 2 for 5 coming into today, and now he's 2 for 3, so that's 4 for 8. So he's hitting 500.
Ooh, I was close. I'm not a mathematical genius, but
1-0 is up high, 2-0. I'm a big Owen Firestone fan too. Really, this is a good group of guys. There's not really
Yeah.
anyone I don't like on this team.
yeah, it's gonna be a tough team to beat my St. Mary's guys because they were a bunch of good dudes as well. But this is a close second for me.
Runner goes from first. Firestone takes a strike, throw to second, and in there standing is Max Farfan, known speed demon Max Farfan.
He had such a good jump there, though.
Yeah.
Like he left before he threw the ball.
Yeah. The Stout was paying zero attention to Max Farfan over at first.
0. I think he's just trying to get out of this game.
Yep.
But the pen's not getting hot. He's just gonna ride it out.
2 balls and a strike. The hard hit ball's finally starting to fall for Walnut Creek.
Hope you guys are on tall can number 3.
Pickoff move, far fence in safely. Ooh, hiccups. Hiccups. Carson, mid-game hiccups. It's so bad.
Might have to get Fitz on here for the 9th inning, 8th, 9th inning.
Yeah, I'm down. Always down for some Fitz magic.
Hey.
No, 2-1. Firestone grounds it through the right side, a base hit. Farfan's going to be waved around to come try to score. The throw's going to come in from the right fielder to the plate. It is not in time. Owen Firestone's 3rd hit of the day. The Crawdads have taken a 7-1 lead with a 5 spot here in the 7th.
He's on fire.
Stone.
Oh, that was sick.
It was quick, too.
Yeah, you just pulled that out of your butt right there. That was awesome.
I've heard like eight of those from you today. You pulled that out of your butt.
Yeah, well, I have to keep it PG.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
If you can't tell, fans, those are all like butts that have a little pause before them. I'm getting better at this, like making sure I'm PG on here thing. Emmett Finney, Phineas and Ferb.
First pitch to Finney is a curveball up high, 1-0.
At one point, there may be a third baseman that's not a pitcher coming to this game. Now,
Say that again?
There may be a position player that comes in.
Oh, you think so?
For this other team or us.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think they're all kind of two-way guys. The 1-0. Finney takes a curveball at the knees, 1-1. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Sancho Llamas, the third baseman, move to the mound.
That'd be kind of cool.
It's like it's an all-time name.
Yeah, that's a sick name. They got a lot of cool names on their team.
They do. The 1-1 to Finney is up high with a curveball, 2-1. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Get her done. The Cubs have a record of 36-38, but they're considering themselves buyers at the deadline.
Saw that. Weird.
What do we got?
2-1. Finney lines it to the right side, a base hit. First hit of the day for Emmett Finney. Firestone will go station to second. And the Crawdads have runners on first and second. Still 2 outs, but 5 runs home in the inning, and they've batted around. Here's John Gazdar, who led off the inning with a hit. Well,
He hit this inning?
yeah.
Oh, God.
This is I think the first time the Crawdads have batted around this year. No, I lied. Man, what am I even talking about? What do I do
This kid
here?
walking around with full uniform might be going into the game to pitch for this opposing team.
There's a kid walking out, and I don't even know what that is. Is that Moraga Little League?
Oh, he might be playing for my former head coach Greg Moore's team. He went from St. Mary's College to Moraga Little League.
Little step down,
Eh,
maybe.
teaching the kids about Sevens.
Pop up right side, going into foul territory is Renteria, the first baseman, in foul.
Oh, he drops it.
A tough inning for the first baseman Renteria off the bat of
Well, I
John
can tell you it's
Gazdar.
going to be tough to get outs when your infielders have sausage hands, as Fitzmagic once said.
I would love to play with Sean Fitzmagic.
Oh, it's awesome.
Like, my parents thought his real name was Fitzmagic. It's not.
It's not. I love when Fitzmagic goes, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because he does it, and it's just like a little country. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. I feel like you have a little, like, country
all right.
southern in your voice.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from.
1-1. Gazdar takes up high. 2-1.
I'm not around any country people.
I was going to say.
Yeah, it's not in my blood, but
But it's definitely there.
I listen to too much Toby Keith, I guess.
Yeah? Sing me a line.
Oh,
For the broadcast. Sorry.
maybe another day.
Okay. 2-1. Comes in and hits him. Gazdar.
Not happy about that.
No. That one's got a sting.
Fitz, watch your mouth.
Fitzy.
Fitzy, watch your mouth.
It'll bring up Brian Duroff with a chance to...
Legend Brian, yard card going down.
Yeah?
Yeah, yard card's going down.
Okay. First pitch?
Yeah, mercy rule.
Is that a thing?
I hope so.
I hope so, too. Brian Duroff.
Is this camera connected to the field?
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
My buddy served in the army.
First pitch. Curveball at the knees, called strike one. I think that was the one. I think if he had swung,
That's
third
going
card.
500.
Yeah,
You watch basketball?
I do watch basketball.
How cool was it that the twin brothers went back to back yesterday?
Very cool. I'm a big Thompson Brothers fan.
Imagine giving birth, and you're like,
To the
yeah,
fourth and fifth pick,
yeah.
the 0-1.
Never
Draw
work a
swings
day
and
in your
misses.
life after that.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Are you a Warriors fan? No, you're a Lakers fan.
I'm Lakers all the way, and nothing was better than us getting them out of the playoffs because all our teammates are Warriors fans
Yeah.
from the Bay Area.
How do you feel about the Jalen Hood-Shafino trade?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I mean, the draft selection. Isn't that who they took
Oh.
yesterday?
I don't remember. I didn't really watch the draft. I didn't though. I've only watched one time, and it was because my buddy was in the draft.
Draw hits it high and deep
Left
to
field.
left field. Going back is Garcia. Looks up. Scheffelman will make the
And
catch
now-
on the warning track in center field.
Almost had the yard.
For
card.
out number 3.
We'll be back. Top
We'll be
of the
back
eighth.
for the 8th. Yeah. Yeah.
We have
See you then.
Jackson Howe coming in still.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
We'll see you then. Top of the 8th inning. Austin Oda, Sean Fitzpatrick.
I'm back.
Welcome back. First pitch from Jackson Howell. Fastball called strike one. I love the way that Jackson Howell has been attacking the strike zone today.
It's great, especially against this team right here. The way they're swinging it today, just pounding strikes, is going to be very successful.
The 0-1.
Yes,
Check
he did.
swing. Did he go? Yes, says Paul Remedios, the first base umpire.
I like the back-to-back fastballs away.
I like the cheese head of the South Bay Storm hitter. It looks like the Packers. It looks
does.
like the Packers fans. The 0-2. Fastball flown to the right side, foul. How are you?
I'm doing great, dude.
Yeah. How's your day been? What did you do today? What are your plans?
I played catch today. I also watered the mound
Nice.
in the bullpen, so we got some good bullpen mounds now. That's about it.
0-2. Slider got him
That's a
swinging.
great
That was a
pitch.
good pitch.
I mean, the sequence right there from Jackson was beautiful. Dotting away with heaters, and then he's just going to flip a slider away, and hitter thinks it's a fastball, and swing and a miss is what you get. That is an interesting helmet. Cheesehead,
Yeah. He's from Menlo College.
no clue.
It's in Menlo Park. First pitch fastball on the outside called strike one, which is about 10 minutes from Stanford University.
Oh, wow. Lots of first pitch strikes from Jackson.
Huge improvement. He's faced 6 batters. 3 of them have been first pitch strikes, especially this inning. The 0-1 is a slider up high, 1-1. Let's see, is that true? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 batters. He has thrown first pitch strikes, 3 of them. So not exactly where you'd want to be, but I feel like he's been.
That's,
And the last 3 batters he's faced have been first pitch strikes.
yes, definitely made a big improvement. And now he's just has him. Everything seems to be working. Missed with the slider up, but I think he was trying to go away again. I think I'm going to see another slider right here. That's my prediction. He's gonna get it away.
Here's the 1-2 from Howell. Slider got him swinging. Down and away. Firestone blocks, tosses to first, and records the putout. It's the second strikeout for Jackson Howell. Back-to-back punches. That was pretty. That was a good-looking slider.
I mean, it's just flawless execution right there.
Falls off the table.
Hard to hit those pitches. Really hard to hit them. Especially first pitch strikes, you are in such an advantage as a pitcher.
Here's Jaden Bitter. First pitch, tap to third. Max Farfan scoops it up, goes to a leg to get it, throws low to first, but Finney digs it out. Nice play by Emmett Finney at first base. And 1-2-3 go the South Bay Storm. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th, 7-1, Crawdads lead.
Welcome back, Crawdad fans. We are in the bottom of the 8th, 7-1 Crawdads leading, behind 11 hits from the offense, and a whole lot of zeros from the pitching staff.
Yeah, since the first. First pitch to Ryan Brome is lined to the left side. That's a base hit for Bromer, and it gets into left field. Brome, an aggressive turnaround first, but he'll stop right there. Sophie's telling stories about me behind us. I just heard, Austin, you were born with 11 toes? That is partially true.
What?
So, I was born. Come listen to the story. Come up here to listen to the story because I have to watch the game. I was not born with 11 toes. When I was about 12 years old, I a bump formed on top of my toe. So we went and we thought it was just like a wart or something. I don't know. First pitch swing by Matt King. It swung on and missed. So we went to the doctor, and they had the scalpel ready to cut it off. And they were like, "Yep, here we go." And then the doctor was like, "Maybe we should take an X-ray." And I was like, "That's a really, really good idea." So they took an X-ray, and it was a full bone that had just formed. Brome goes from first, pitches up high. Brome is in, way ahead of the throw. Stolen base for Bromer. So not actually 11 toes, but kind of.
That's some sneaky speed from Bromer there.
Brome is an elite athlete.
I said to Coach Cummings earlier, I thought I saw him in center. I said, "Is Bromer in center?" He said, "Yep." I said, "I like it."
Yeah. He's a really, really, really good athlete, and he's trying to prove that to people this summer. The 1-1. King takes a slider off the outside and low, 2-1. He would send me. I was in Arizona for the Pac-12 softball tournament, and I got a Snapchat at 2 a.m. from Ryan Brome, and I open it, and it's a 2-minute video of him in the kitchen jumping rope. that was the first time we had talked in 3 or 4 months. 2-1. King checks his swing, fouls it back. 2-2.
Brome's hitting the hit earlier in this inning was a fastball away, and he just stayed on it. I really like his swing because he doesn't really try to do too much, but if he gets a mistake pitch, it's going to be sent. Yeah, it's going to be sent.
He has so much power, he just doesn't love using the power. He'd so much rather spray the other way, move the line along. 2-2 is swung on and missed. Changeup. King goes down for the second straight time.
A little elevated changeup there. I don't know. maybe just a little bit of a miss pitch, but enough off of it that got it by Matt.
Here's Joey Donnelly, 2 for 3, a single, a double, 4 runs batted in.
Lots of good swings from Joey today.
I love watching Joey hit.
He's got a beautiful swing.
And I like him going the other way for his first double. That was nice.
I thought it was gone. I really did.
Yeah. First pitch to Donnelly. High topper, right side. Over to get it is the second baseman, DeFeo. Throws to first to retire Donnelly for the second out of the inning. Bro moves up to third.
It was a good changeup from the pitcher there.
Donnelly was definitely not expecting first pitch changeup.
No, he was hunting a heater, and he didn't get that heater.
Here's Tyson Pointer. The change in walk-up music has helped a little bit. 1 for 4 day. A double in his last at bat. A ball hit really hard to center field. The center fielder snagged a hit away from him on a dive.
I really have liked seeing Tyson make some adjustments recently.
First pitch to Pointer is off the outside, 1-0. What are the adjustments you've seen from him?
I mean, we were talking, because I'm staying with
Yeah.
him. So, I mean, we'd be talking about it, and he showed me some video from him hitting at UTA, where he goes to college. And
Where he raked.
yeah, the one thing I noticed was he had way more rhythm, in his swing, and you can kind of see it now.
1-0 slider, called a strike.
Like, earlier, whenever I first got to Walnut Creek, I didn't see much movement and much rhythm from him, but now you see the hands wiggling a little bit, more fluidity in his lower half, and that's just going to get him on time better for pitches.
1-1, swing and a miss, changeup. It's a solid changeup from Ethan Stout.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It seems to be playing well off of his fastball. I haven't seen the fastball yet, but his changeup seems to be very, very lethal, especially right on right. It's a hard pitch to throw.
The 1-2. Pointer strikes out swinging. Good inning from Ethan Stout. Works around the leadoff single with a pair of strikeouts. We'll head to the top of the 9th, see who comes out to the bump, see what the Crawdads do with the 6th-run lead here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Here we go. Here, you want to pull it up so you can see it, and
Yeah,
you'll
I'll
see
pull it up,
how
I'll
well
pull
I
it
can
up,
do.
yeah.
Ready? I'm looking away. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by NorCal Oaks. NorCal Oaks is a nonprofit organization dedicated to developing skilled players who want to excel in the game of baseball while attaining strong life and character values in a fun and positive environment.
That was almost 100%.
Yeah.
You switched character and life skills, and you forgot softball.
Ah, my bad. Nate Nordell fires the first pitch strike, as he tends to do.
First pitch strikes. First pitch strikes.
I love Nate Nordell.
Great, dude.
Can we just spend this whole
Yeah, I
time
know, I
talking
know.
about
I
how
just-
amazing Nate Nordell is? The 0-1 is a changeup, a little low, 1-1. Nate Nordell mixes a fastball with a really, really, really good changeup. Breaks in a curveball or slider every now and then, but primarily a two-pitch guy. The 1-1.
There's
Changeup,
the
swing and a
change.
miss.
Really good changeup. Plays right off the fastball that he threw the first pitch. I wouldn't be surprised if he throws it again, and it's a punch out.
Batter Jacob Schesselman calls time. Schesselman.
Schesselman. Yeah, that's
It's a tough one.
that's a toughie.
1-2.
Heater.
High fly ball, left field and deep. Donnelly going back, looks up. It's over the wall. A home run for Jacob Schesselman.
I don't know about the pitch right there with the heater after you get him to chase a changeup. Not totally sure about that. And now he is grittying onto home plate. In
No, he
a
didn't.
7-2 ball.
In a 7-2 baseball game,
I'm going to be honest. What is his name? Schesselman. That was embarrassing to watch, my friend.
Yeah, bro is down 7-2.
I'm just being honest.
It's
I'm
like
not
that,
being rude. I'm just being honest, man.
It's like that one meme that's like Chris Paul hits the big three to bring the lead down to 45. This one's chopped up the middle. Matt King, nice snag. Throws on the run to first.
Matt King's defense, man.
He's so good. 1 pitch, 1 out for Dom DeFeo. And that'll bring up Max Mariucci.
I still don't know about that pitch. That's such a hard pitch. Should have gone change up or slider there or something. I didn't like that call.
First pitch to Mariucci is hit high to right field,
job.
but in the park. Brian
That's
Duroff
what you
broke
want.
back. Now he comes in, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Yeah,
Great
the
bounce
thing.
back, though, by Nordy. Back-to-back quick outs. Huge.
both on the first pitch.
Yeah. You can live with solo shots. Ain't nothing wrong with the solo shot here and there. It happens.
That'll bring up Jordan Renteria. Crawdads looking to extend a win streak, or an undefeated streak. Can't call it a win streak. First pitch to Renteria is fly to center field. Ryan Brom
Romer.
drifts back, settles there, makes the catch for out number 3. And we're done. A 7-2 final in a game that was not as close as the final score indicates. Crawdads have not lost in over 10 days now. The last loss was June 13th. Have you seen a loss? You were the first game you were here was
I think the first
was the
game
last
I was here
Crawdads
was
loss.
a loss, yeah.
So, hey, Crawdads win. It was a nice win. Cody Perry threw really well to the bullpen. He gets the win, and Nate Nordell closes it in the 9th. The 7-2 final. Game started at 4:02, finished at 6:16.
Quickie.
A 2-hour and 14-minute ball game. Thanks to everyone who made this broadcast possible. For Ryan Spolero, Carson Mercier, Sean Fitzpatrick, my name is Austin Oda. Be sure to stay tuned for the post-game show with Justin DeHaas and Kobe Siegel. But for now, we will see you tomorrow at 4 p.m.
See y'all.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Walnut Creek Crawdads postgame show. I am your host, Justin DeHaas, alongside me, my co-host, Kobe Siegel, and we had a good game here today. The Walnut Creek Crawdads defeated the South Bay Storm 7-2. The Crawdads had 12 hits, and the Storm had 4. And, I mean, it was honestly kind of a boring game for most of it. I mean, when you look at the scoreboard, Crawdads were up 2-1 in the first inning, and then we've got like 5 straight innings of just zeros across the board. And so, but overall, I mean, the Crawdads had control of this for, basically the entirety. What'd you make of it?
Well, the South Bay Storm scored in the first inning, but there really was never doubt the Crawdads were going to win this game. That seventh inning 5-run performance was key in just providing a cushion. But as actually, I guess they needed more runs because of the homer in the ninth. But just all day, I think the Crawdad pitching really was a highlight. 11 strikeouts, first pitch strikes. Guys we've seen previously struggle a little bit the strike zone. Jackson Howell, he came out throwing strikes. Cody Perry throwing strikes. So, I mean, just a great performance. And E.J. McGrew bounces back after a couple hits in the first inning. And just in general, I think they were able to throw strikes because there was not that much thump in the South Bay Storm lineup. So they maybe give them a little more confidence. But speaking of thump in the lineup, we got
Speaking of
Joey
thump,
Donnelly here.
Look who we have here. We have our Crawdads Player of the Game, which is brought to you by DVY Cards and Collectibles, a local shop of all your favorite cards and collectibles, conveniently located just off the 4 freeway. Joey Donnelly, pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so you're playing the South Bay Storm team, and I'm just curious because as broadcasters, we were doing research on them and we couldn't find much. What was it like playing a team that you just don't really have much stats about?
Yeah, we don't really know how their pitchers are before the game. Not sure what they're going to give us. So you kind of have to figure it out as you go. And, as you can see, it kind of took us a little bit to get going. But eventually the bats got hot and we started scoring runs.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you obviously figured it out with your 2 hits and 4 RBI. Can you just talk to me about how you were able to produce runs and produce more than half the runs for the team today?
Yeah, they had some guys struggling to throw strikes. So, you got to, again, like you said, we don't know much about them. Kind of wait, make sure you're getting your pitch to hit, and you just can't miss them, especially with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, for sure. And that also goes for the pitchers, too. The pitching was lights out today, obviously only 2 earned runs. Can you just talk about how the whole bullpen and the whole staff was able to come through today?
Yeah, I mean, especially with a team like this, and, they weren't smoking balls. So you kind of got to just be around the zone, and I thought our guys did a great job. No one can't really remember too many walks. They kept them around the zone and forced a lot of weak contact, which makes it easy on the defense.
All right, Joey. Well, pleasure having you on the show. Thank you very much for coming on. And so your Crawdads Player of the Game is brought to you by DVY Cards and Collectibles, a local shop of all your favorite cards and collectibles, conveniently located just off the 4 freeway. And so here we have Kobe Siegel back. And, you heard Joey talk, and, I asked him about, the lack of research, the lack of numbers for both sides of the ball. Obviously when you're a batter and, you're looking at the pitcher across, when I'm looking up research on the pitcher and the only thing I find is his Twitter account, that it's going to be hard to figure out what, to be able to do. But obviously they figured out today. What do you make of the fact that they weren't able to, know much about their opponent coming into the?
Well, I think in general, it's definitely harder and definitely gives an advantage to the pitcher. If all things are even, nothing about anyone, the pitcher has the advantage pretty much all the time. But in this case, I think the biggest thing was the timing, because none of the pitchers were throwing above 75 miles per hour, and these guys are used to high 80s, 90s, especially a guy like Matt King from UTSA and Conference USA, who Conference USA is probably one of the top conferences for baseball. You got schools like Dallas Baptist, really good. But
Western Kentucky.
yes, Western Kentucky. Yes,
Go Hilltoppers.
yes. But yeah. So I mean, yeah, like Matt King struggled to kind of time it up. Tyson Pointer struggled, but we saw hard hit balls all day. Ryan Brome, he just had Joey Donnelly, but the power really wasn't there because I think simply because they're just not throwing that hard and they're not used to facing someone throwing that hard.
Yeah. And so we're going to take a quick break real quick because this look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tours. American Stage Tours, small enough to care and large enough to compete. And so when we were looking at our wonderful point streak here, we have, obviously you saw your Crawdads win 7-2. Looks like the Alameda Merchants are up 1-0 on the Healdsburg Prude Packers
Really?
in the top of the first inning.
Wow.
Are the
very
Prude
impressive.
Packers on upseller in the first inning?
Maybe.
Probably not, but it's fun to think about now. And let's see here. We've got the Bay Area Admirals playing the Sonoma Stompers. That's a 0-0 ball game, bottom of the first. And looks like we have there are two West Coast Kings teams. One of them is playing the Sonoma Stompers. That's a 0-0 ball game. I would tell you what inning it is, but it doesn't say on here. And that's the same situation for the West Coast Kings against the Lincoln Potters. Again, it's a 0-0 ball game, but it doesn't have the inning. So, gotta love point streak. Anyways, so, all right, back to this game. So, I talked to him about the pitching, and, you talked about how, pitching, normally benefits when there's a lack of numbers, on either side. And, obviously the Storm had some numbers on the Crawdads pitchers, yet the Crawdads pitchers were still able to go out there and shove tonight. You look at E.J. McCrew, 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 3 walks. It was a little high for that, but still minimized the damage, only 1 earned run. Cody Perry came out of the pen too, 3 innings pitched with 1 hit, no walks, 6 strikeouts. So, you look at those two guys combined, that's 6 innings of 1 run ball right there. And that, we talk about those middle innings where, neither side was scoring, really keeping this squad in the game. And so, overall, just a great performance. Howell gave you a couple innings out of the pen. Nordell only gave you 1, and he gave you the sole shot in the 9th. But at that point, when you've got a 6-run cushion at that time, you can afford to give up a run, make it 5. But just talk to me about the Crawdads pitching effort just as a whole.
Well, so it started a little shaky. E.J. McGrew, 2 straight walks, but since that, since second batter of the game, 11 strikeouts, 2 walks, tons of first pitch strikes. And the fact is the fact is the Storm just really weren't hitting the ball hard at all. So just the confidence these pitchers were having in pounding the zone really benefited them. And the time of game just shows how the game went because
2:15.
Yeah, 2:15, really quick game, throwing strikes, and you mentioned how there were numbers available about these Crawdads, but
not the same for
but when it comes down to it, it's like they just weren't good enough to hit these guys, and unfortunately for the Bay, that's the reality. Like for me, it doesn't matter how much I know about Jacob deGrom, I will not be able to hit him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I like how you mentioned they didn't hit the ball hard, and they clearly didn't pitch the ball hard either, right? And honestly, the fact that this game was so close through 6 innings was a little surprising to me. The fact that Crawdads were only up 2-1. Maybe they got a lot of energy sucked out of them from the last 2 games, something like that. I don't know. But, it clearly seemed like the Storm were a lesser opponent, and they were in the game for most of it. But it's nice to see that 5 spot in the 7th inning really give your squad a cushion so that when you're getting into those later innings, you don't really have to stress. I don't think they would stress too much. It's a non-league game. But you don't want to lose to this team. It's a terrible look, and fortunately they didn't. But let's just talk about some of the hitters in this lineup. We interviewed Donnelly, 2 hits, 4 RBI. Clearly was a catalyst in producing runs today. You've got Brome with a couple hits. Firestone had 3 hits today. His second game as a catcher for the Crawdads. He's already made an appearance on the bullpen, but his second game behind the plate. And so those were just some of the guys that caught my eye. Who caught your eye?
Well, I think the guy that caught mine, I think we were going into this game expecting, what could we see from this guy? John Gazdar, otherwise known as Jonathan.
JJG.
Yes, J to G. So the one hit he had was a little pop-up that should have been caught. So
yeah,
otherwise,
that was an error, wasn't it? It should have been an error.
Okay, well,
The first baseman was crashing in.
okay,
and,
yes.
like,
Well,
I mean, I think you
the
credited
official
it.
scorer, who is
Guy, yeah.
on this broadcast right now, gave him a hit. We need to give the people the Meadowlark Dairy.
Well, no, it's
And
if they get on
technically
base.
no one touched it.
No. If no one touched the Meadowlark Dairy.
No.
The ball that
Yeah, I don't think
dropped.
anyone touched the ball. Should have been there.
It
but
should have been, but I guess
it
by
was-
the book, I guess
it-
yeah,
it
you're
was-
right. If it didn't get touched, but yeah, that's such a
Yeah, and that's why
such a
errors
soft hit, I ain't
are
gonna
not
lie.
my favorite
Fair.
stat.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Well,
Anyways.
but the thing is, I mean, quick timeout. You don't need to give Gazdar a hit for the Meadowlark Dairy. He
No.
just has to get on base, and he did get on base.
Yes.
An
yes.
error would count, I believe.
Yes, but just for the morale, I just
Fair enough.
I
It's nice to
feel
give him
like
his.
he needed a hit.
his
Yeah,
season
I mean,
debut.
he was
His
0
Crawdad
for
debut.
3. I mean, he is definitely not used to this kind of pitching. First of all, he hasn't played since May 26th when the Austin P season ended.
Mhm.
And now you come out and face a guy who is throwing a lot less harder than you've ever seen in
Yeah.
probably years. He hasn't probably seen someone throw a fastball in the 70s.
Yeah, since like high school.
Yeah, probably since high school.
Yeah.
So I mean, for him, I expect against Bay Area Admirals tomorrow, I expect him to be in the lineup, and I expect him to play a lot better.
Especially because he's the leadoff guy, right?
Yeah.
So he's the first one to see. He doesn't. I mean, sure, he sees the warm-up pitches, but that doesn't really give you much of an inclination. Normally, you lay off a little bit on that, but I mean, he goes up there and he sees, oh, this guy is like maybe maxing at like 70 sometimes, and it's just like it's a change of pace, and once you figure it out, you could just lay back a little bit and then you could swing away. But clearly for Gazdar, when you're the first one up there, you're finding out the hard way. And so, that was but I mean, hey, he figured it out eventually. I guess he technically got a hit for all that matters. But you got anyone on the South Bay Storm, catch your eye at all?
Well, certainly the one who hit the home run, Jacob
Schlechelman.
Yep,
that's how you say it.
who our great intern Sophie knew.
Sophie knows like half the
apparently
guys on the squad.
high school. Yeah, she knew. Yeah, so I mean, he was. He did a good job. Dominic DeFeo hit that nice double in the first inning. Those were there were only a few hard hit balls. Those might have been the only 2 hard hit balls all season. But I do want to really quickly before we end, shout out the middle infield defense of Jonathan Gasgar and Matt King. Turned a few really nice plays tonight.
Yeah, it looked like they already had chemistry, and those are 2 of the newer guys on the squad. And if they can really have that figured out, that's great to hear. But I just want to talk about Schlechelman real quick. He made that catch in dead center.
Great defense.
Looked like Casey Cummings out there, except he actually caught it this time. No disrespect to our boy Casey Cummings. It was a very athletic play, and he claimed that he caught it, but chances are it probably hit the black part of the fence over there, the batter's eye. But, great catch by Schlechelman. And, honestly, only 3 or 4 guys got hits on their team? Yeah, 4 guys got hits on their team, and they ended up with 4 hits. So, clearly, a little bit of parity there. And, for pitching, look, pitching wasn't bad. Farner and Piona through 5 innings only gave up 2 earned, and that was mostly Farner. So Piona did a good job. It was just Dow in his 3 innings of work. Obviously gave up the 5 spot in the 7th. So not a great look. But, as we wrap up here, is there any final thoughts?
Nope.
Wonderful to hear. Hey, we
beat the Bay Area Admirals tomorrow.
That is true. The Walnut Creek Crawdads play the Bay Area Admirals at Solano College. 4 o'clock or 1? No, 4 o'clock.
I don't know.
I'm fairly certain that's a 4 o'clock start time at Solano College. You should check us out on the pregame show though. That'll be at 3:40. That'll be from A solid 340, solid 355. So you're 15 minutes before, you're 15 minutes after. I mean, it's the best part of the broadcast. I'll
It
be
is,
honest.
for sure.
I'll be honest, but
Best in-depth analysis, the best characters. for sure.
obviously the
The best interviews.
two most handsome guys. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
of course.
But anyways, yeah. For Kobe Siegel, I'm Justin DeHaas. Thank you for watching the Walnut Creek Crawdads post game show.